I know. Tell them we're good. And we're live from Joslyn Field as we just got set up for the, hang on a sec. As we just got set for the national anthem, here I'm Ben Jarvie alongside Steve Grant, 1360 WOW AM, 102.9 FM, and WOW TV as we're getting set for Week 4 play. Your Conneaut Spartans playing tonight, and it's going to be a good one here on 1360 WOW, brought to you by our great sponsors. Your Conneaut Dairy Queen. Enjoy lunch, dinner, or a cool treat soon at your Conneaut DQ. And Chris Breck State Farm Insurance, here to help life go right. And Conneaut Savings Bank, come grow with us in Conneaut and in Austinburg. And University Hospital, Conneaut Medical Center, advancing the science of health and the art of compassion. And Conneaut Save-A-Lot Food Store, not lower quality, just the lowest prices. And Gertie's Pharmacy, family-owned for over 60 years on Main Street. And speaking of University Hospital, Conneaut Medical Center, we're in the UHCMC broadcast booth, and we're looking forward to being back home. It's our home opener tonight, and Steve Grant, we're excited for this game. There's a lot of question marks tonight, Steve, as to what this Corry Beaver team's going to be like, and there's little known about them. They're in Region 4 and PIAA, but other than that, it's going to be anyone's guess as to how they come out guns blazing or not.
Right, I talked to, get my microphone set up here.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, I talked to Coach Tim on the field before the game, and he said they really can't get a good read on Corry. They did lose 2 games. The last 2 games really bad by wide scores. But he said they played 2 really, really good teams. So it's hard to gauge how good or bad they are. So they do have a good running back at number 22. His name is somebody.
Yep.
We'll get it.
It's Savitz.
Yeah.
It's Mason Savitz, who's just a sophomore.
Right.
Yep, and he's going to be pretty much the star player and the guy to key in on, which I hope for this Conneaut Spartans defense will not be a huge undertaking, that you at least have just kind of a one-dimensional offense that you can kind of control. As Conneaut Spartans did a great job at pretty much every game so far. Total scores, Edgewood, they only let up 15 points. And then the week after that, they only let up 17, and last week was 14, so they're really only averaging 15 points a game on defense,
right,
which is impressive.
And they should be 3-0 because they really should have won that first game. It was a heartbreaker.
Yes, it was. Sure was a Donnybrook and a tragic one. And then we had another one the week after at Western Reserve, which was an exciting one, as you know,
yes,
as well. And this is the national anthem. We'll just take this brief pause on 1360 WOW Sports. And we're getting set for the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance Coaches Show, and we'll kick right to that and then come back for your starting lineups and a little bit more on the Corry Beavers on 1360 WOW. Here's Matt Jarvie alongside Coach Rocco Dobrin.
And it's another edition of the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance Coaches Show. Right here on WOW TV. I am Matt Jarvie. With me once again, as always, Coach Rocco Dobrin. Coach, good to be with you, man.
Oh, great to be here as always.
Always good to talk to you, Rock. Congratulations on a great win against the Columbiana Clippers.
Yeah, it was it was a fun one. It didn't come down to the wire, which is nice. But the kids played really well, and kudos to them for just doing a great job and just playing really hard. They really hustled, and when we watched film, it was one of them games where we did make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
But because of their effort, they overcame a lot of them. So
good. Seemed like the defense, especially Jaydon Anderson, picked up where he left off the week before with Western Reserve. He had a great game again in the backfield quite a bit of the time.
Absolutely. Right now, our defensive line in general, and Jaden's a big part of that, and our linebackers are playing phenomenal football. They win 3 games in a row and giving the other team less than 2.5 yards per carry. these guys were slightly over that, but if you take out the two series where they were against our JV squad, they were less than 2 yards a carry. So
that's fantastic.
So they were, we did really well in all 3 games as far as defensive line and linebackers go, and we got to secure up some things against the pass, but they're defensively we're just playing really well. Ty Koval had a big night at 16 tackles.
Yes, he did.
He was all over the place, and like you said, Jaydon Anderson and some other guys just getting after it. So.
Yeah. As well as your main offensive threats were out there, they were being very productive too as well. You had to think that Columbiana was probably in shock a little bit about what happened the previous week. McDonald, they say, is not the team that they were a few years ago. But if you looked at the stats of that game, you'd think that Columbiana would have won by 3 touchdowns.
Absolutely. And when you watch the film, you see that Columbiana could have beat McDonald a couple times. And then they shot themselves in the foot with some penalties and things. I really thought Columbiana, what they do is they played really hard. We just took advantage of some, just great athletic plays. There was a couple of times where, we ain't blocking it great, or they're where they're supposed to be, and then Rice somehow finds a hole and goes, 40 yards. How did that happen? Well, it's because it's Zach Rice, But the offensive line all year has done a good job and has been consistent. But when they do mess up and your back can still get positive yards, let alone, his big run there of 40 yards it was kind of like a blown play, and he just found a whole crease somehow. He cut it back. Yeah. He cut it back on a counter, which usually you can't cut back on a counter because those guys are unblocked, and somehow he found something there. And but that's kind of a couple of things that happened for us and went our way that night. So they did play very hard and they hit hard. They were a physical team.
Right. Yeah, you could tell that they've done a lot of things well, and we were very fortunate to be able to shut down a lot of their offensive threats. One guy that I don't think anybody's going to shut down on that team who seems very capable is Joe Guido, the quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely.
What an athlete.
Yeah, he is, absolutely. And when our ones were in, our whole goal was to contain him. And for the most part, we did contain him until the end of the game there when he got a couple bigger runs. But either way, like I said, containing him and stopping him are 2 different things. But we at least contained him enough to where, they got some big drives down to the 20-yard line, down to the 10.
Yes,
and then,
they did.
And then they didn't score. We held them when it came down to crunch time.
Yeah.
There. And so, I told my guys how proud I was of them just for, your back's against the wall a little bit. Are you still going to play football? And they did. Kind of a bend but don't break defense there a little bit, a couple of those series.
Yeah, and they proved it to themselves so many times on several games now that they can do that, and that probably gives them the confidence to think that they can do that anytime throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, I sure hope it does. You know what I mean? I hope that's where we're going to go with that. So,
talking about players, we're, of course, going to head into Corry Beavers are coming over. We're going to have a big matchup with them back into the PIAA teams that we have in our schedule for the year. It seems like they like to run the ball quite a bit. They got that number 22, what's it, Mazarski or something like that?
Yeah, something like that, but he's a good running back for sure.
He is a good running back. He's only a sophomore, too.
Yeah, I saw that.
They got a young team.
Yeah. And they unfortunately for them played 2 powerhouses, really. I mean, Oil City and Meadville are no joke, and so those scores were a little lopsided, but when you watch film, you can see how good that 22 runs, and he's also a very good linebacker for them.
Yes, he is.
And they've kind of been like that for a while, where they're a team, and it is similar from what we do too. I feel like our offenses are, run very similarly. A lot of the stuff that they're doing and their coaches trying to do, I'm like, that's exactly what I try to do. And so I guess that's a positive and a negative. I do it because I like the offense, but it's also I know what his mindset is when he's doing those kind of plays. But they like to spread the ball out but still run the ball. They want to run more than they pass, even though it looks as if, hey, we're spread, we're going to pass, and then they want to get your defense spread out there and then run the ball, and that's where they have had some success in the last 2 games.
Yeah, and they of course they're always they have been a pretty good powerhouse over in Erie County. They might be down a little bit now because they have a younger team, but they're probably going to be hungry, looking to get something on the board this time, trying to get their offensive on track. So
absolutely,
you're going to go in with the same game plan you've been using all along so far this year, right?
Yeah, you always see stuff on film, so you want to try to take advantage of those things. But at the end of the day, your base plays are your base plays. You just might make them look a little different, and so we're still going to run the ball. We're still going to throw some. We're going to throw sprint out and play action pass, and their coach knows that. He's watched film on us, it's just a matter of how do we get there and how do you get to those big plays and so we're gonna do what we can to take advantage of the way they're playing their defense, and defensively it's a knowledge game, knowing what they do and trying to stop it. So, and we know 22 is definitely on our radar as a guy we need to stop.
Oh yeah. And the guys got to be happy to be finally back home again. We're at the Joslin Field and Riccardi Stadium. We're up there in the University Hospital broadcast booth. It's great to be home again. We got 3 home games in a row, so they got to be excited about that too as well, as far as finally getting back home and playing in front of the home crowd.
Absolutely. I know I'm super excited, especially after 2 long drives the last 2 weeks, So I'm hoping we get a good fan base. I mean, we always get good fan base, but like a lot of the students, we're back in school now.
Yeah.
I'm hoping a lot of the students show up and give us that student section support that our kids love. The band's always terrific.
Yeah.
They're always loud, and Mr. Wise got them going good. And then, with all that, I think it'll be fun for these guys to play at their home base, and hopefully they put on a good show for everybody.
Rock, you seem to have the guys together playing very, very well this year. Congratulations on the big win against Columbiana, against the Clippers down there. It was a big win.
Thank you so much.
It was wonderful, and best luck against the Beavers Friday night.
Thank you.
Looking forward to it. It's been another edition of the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance Coaches Show right here on WOW TV.
And we're back here at Joslin Field as your Conneaut Spartans getting set to return this one. Ben Jarvie alongside Steve Grant for another exciting Week 4 matchup on 1360 WOW Sports,
Yes.
102.9 FM and WOW TV.
Yes, Conneaut will be receiving Wyatt Payne and Heiling, Heiling Caden back to receive for Conneaut. Game time temperature 75 beautiful degrees. It's just beautiful down there. And the field, as always, in perfect condition.
Exactly, and yeah, you can't ask for better. It's blue skies, a little bit of breeze going left to right on your radio dial, but it should be a good one. As the kick by Corry is a nice, good, strong one, picked up at about the 15-yard line. That is that's Caden Hindley, and he gets dragged down about the 30-yard line by number 89 for Corry.
Yeah, it's not a bad run back to the left side. Conneaut in all blue uniforms.
Yep.
And Corry with their black pants and white and tops with red numerals.
Yep, and that was Jeremy Sourween with the tackle there. Senior, 5'10", 160. He plays defensive back end wide out. And Conneaut will have the ball at the 30-yard line. Start this one. And Max Gleason at shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Zach Rice, who's got plenty of room to move. He's getting dragged down by his shirt tails and dragged down at about the 40-yard line. So a pickup of 10, Steve. Pretty good play. Pretty close to the first down.
Good start from Zach Rice. A nice run. I think he's just short of the first down.
Yep.
At about the 40.
We'll see just how much workload Zach Rice gets tonight, depending on the game flow, of course. If you get the lead early, you can kind of change it up a little bit, but otherwise you're going to have to keep going back to Zach Rice and pound the ball early, and that's how Rocco wants to run the game.
Right, and I give credit to that offensive line of Conneaut for opening up these holes. Another one.
That's another one by Zach Rice. Again, he gets the first down. A nice pickup of maybe 6 or 7.
Yes.
And that's a Conneaut Spartans first down, brought to you by Chris Breck State Farm. And thank you for listening to the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance Coaches Show with Matt Jarvie and Rocco Dobrin. Ask about bundling your insurance coverage and saving money. Call 593-1191. Chris Breck State Farm, here to help life go right. And Max Gleason dropping back to pass. He's rolling right, and he's going to fling it out.
Wide open.
Wide open by Nick Osborne, I think. Or Ethan Osborne, I'm sorry. I keep going back to Nick Osborne.
His brother, yeah, Ethan.
Yeah, I guess they're not related. I guess I thought they were, but
Ethan with a nice catch on that, and you would see a nice separation to get open.
Yep, and a nice pickup. And you know what? I've noticed that this is the 4th game of the year. Max Gleason getting much better at throwing on the run. Definitely.
Yes, he is. I noticed that too. Max, every year I pick somebody that pound for pound, I believe, is the best player on the team. That's no disrespect to anybody else. Max Gleason is that man this year for me.
Sure, exactly. And handoff again to Zach Rice up the middle. And that one's a good run, good strong run by Zach, and a pickup of maybe 5.
Yeah, it looks about 5, yeah.
They'll bring up second down for Conneaut. Beautiful, you know, not just the weather tonight too, but the field itself, right, Steve? You're out there walking through it. It's a beautiful field tonight.
Yes.
All that rain, you know, kind of really soaked it up. It's gonna be nice and soft for them,
Yes.
so they can be able to, you know, take some hits and be able to cut back a little bit
Right.
more, move around on it. And it's gonna be second down. Max Gleason's actually gonna roll left and keep it, and he's gonna get the first down, and he's taken several hits.
Wow.
And forces his way all the way up to the 20-yard line. Max Gleason, strong first down.
You see what I mean? This kid, he's not that big, and it took 5 Corry Beavers to bring him down.
It's funny you said that. Pound for pound, the strongest player, and there he just broke 5 tackles.
And he's a nice kid. I talked to him before the game. He and Wyatt Payne, 2 nice gentlemen, good team players. I talked to Zach Rice as well. He's very quiet, but does his job well.
Yep, and fresh set of downs for Conneaut at the 20-yard line, and Max is going to roll right now, and he's got a wobbler throw towards the end zone. Incomplete, intended for Caden Heinley.
I'm not so sure it was intended for him. I think it almost looks like there was a broken play.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was between Troy Turner and Caden Heinley.
It almost looked like maybe he was looking for Troy Turner, and I don't think Turner was looking, so I'm not sure how that play was designed. But anyways, it's incomplete, and we're second down and 10.
Yep, exactly.
No score, just started, about 9.5 left here in the first period at the Spark.
And a handoff to Zach Rice again. He's up the middle, gets hit hard by number 57 for Corry. That's one of the main inside linebackers for Corry. That is Hunter LaSalvia, junior, 5'11", 195.
Boy, there's a name for you.
Yeah, there's a few tricky ones.
But that's a good football name.
Yep.
Hunter and Salvia.
Yep, and
I like that.
Like you said, Steve, this team, Corry, you know, we don't know yet. They're a bit of a wild card, but they have a lot of size on their team.
They do.
Oh, and someone jumped offside.
Offsides.
Good move.
Number 33.
Yep.
For Corry.
Yep, I think that'll be 5.
Frankie Barr.
For Corry, gets penalized for offsides, and we're moving the ball up 5 more yards.
That's a coach's nightmare to be deep in your own territory and then give them 5 more with a penalty.
Exactly. Yeah, you're already pinned up against the wall here. And at the 12-yard line, Max is going to throw it back in the end zone to Wyatt Payne.
He was open.
Incomplete.
It was over his head.
It was a you know, really a gutsy call to pass it there too, for sure. But that's going to bring up 4th down. Just 2 yards you need, so you hopefully you pound it up the middle and try to get those 2.
Right, they'll give it to Zach. I'm sure.
Yep.
Yeah, 4th and 2 at the 12-yard line of Corry. If you just joined us, we're early in the first period here at Jocelyn Field.
Going right to left on your radio dial. Ball's at the 12-yard line. And Max is going to keep it himself, actually, and he's going all the way for a touchdown.
Nice play.
12 yards out. Max Gleason takes it in himself.
Good call. Fake to Rice, and then he takes it to the left side, off left tackle for the score. Very nice. A nice series of plays.
Yep, and he got away with a couple of those, and that was the game winner against Western Reserve that ended up being the difference maker. Max sells it. Right. Max sells that play action handoff really well and keeps himself. Great play. Max Gleason, and that touchdown brought to you by Conneaut Savings Bank. Stop and ask about online and mobile banking. It can make banking transactions fast and easy. And that's a line drive kick by Huya, and it's good, making it even 7.
I think it went over. I think it went over the crossbar by about 6 inches.
Yeah,
but it's good.
Yep.
Whether it's 6 inches or 6 feet.
Yep, exactly.
7-0 here, with 8:37 left. Spartans in the lead.
Exactly, and getting an early lead on the first drive. It's only 8:37, so only just a minute and a half or so is taken off the clock so far. But great drive by Conneaut, just put together there. Really well executed overall.
I like that call at the end. I thought for sure, well, everybody did. Probably figured they'd give it to Zach Rice. So Max Gleason fakes it to Zach. Had the line all the way over trying to cover him. Gave Gleason plenty of room to run in for the score. Nice call.
Yep.
Nice execution, too. Bryce Sperlin will kick off for Conneaut. Medium-sized kick.
And picked up about 15. Number 2 is a return man for Corry. And dragged down by a wall of Spartans at about the 35 or 34.
Right. Will Allen
for
Corry.
Yep. Not a ton of senior guys on this team. There's probably about maybe 6 or so on this entire squad for Corry.
Right. Very young team.
Yep. They got several guys on this team. As we know that Corry, being a big school that they are, playing in Region 4, and 0-2 on the year. 2 tough losses, 55-6 against Meadville and 55-6 against Oil City. It leaves them kind of in a hole, but they're trying to dig their way out, and they know a smaller school, possibly like Conneaut, could be susceptible to being hit hard. And this is the first play for Corry on offense, and it's going to be a handoff to Savitz. And he gets a few yards, but hits a wall of defenders.
Yeah, he's their big runner, number 22, Mason Savitz. And he gets about maybe 5 yards?
Yep. Mason Savitz, from the stats that I have, he's averaging about 8, at least according to this, he's averaging 8 yards a carry.
That's a load. Whoa.
65 yards a game, though. So they have, because of the blowout, they've had to go away from him at running the ball. And Savitz again.
For the first down.
Yeah, gets the first down.
Still going and past midfield.
Yep. Wow.
Nice.
Dragged down by his shoelaces.
Nice run by Savitz.
First down, Corry up at midfield. And Corry is moving the ball already. Look at this. Everyone watching from our PA friends, be prepared for what Corry's going to be able to try and pull off here on the road. And a reverse play, number 11, hit hard by Zach Rice, who's met.
Tony Brutcher.
Yep. Zach Rice wrapped him right up. Tony Brutcher, yeah, as you said. And that'll be a loss.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Brutcher with a sweep. A nice play by Zach Rice, who came up and stopped it. And
yeah, maybe a loss of 1.
Loss of 1, yes.
Yep. Good infiltration by Zach. Second down and 11. And a high snap. And he's going to be hit hard and dragged down, looking like a sack. Met by several guys on the for Conneaut, and that was Scotty Edwards in on it. Several guys for Conneaut. Hard to really give credit, but Scotty Edwards was the one that really grabbed him first.
Yeah, and he was the first one in on it. Nice job by Scotty.
Yep, and that's a loss of 5, backing them all the way up to the 45-yard line. 3rd and long upcoming for Corry. And another drop snap by the quarterback. And he's
trying to get out of it.
Yep, he's trying to find the sideline. He's not going to find it. He's dragged down by Bryce Sperlin and Caden Heinley.
Yeah, Hayden Heinley came up from his defensive back position and made the tackle initially. Nice play by the Spartans, so forces Corry to punt.
Yep, and a great drive after Corry got the first down just like that on 2 plays. It turns into a disaster for them, and it's 4th and 20 upcoming. They're going to have to punt. And Nolan Carey, Nolan Carey, the quarterback, also is the kicker. And he's going to boot this one nice and high, not necessarily super deep, and it's going to roll out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Caden made a smart move, just let it go out of bounds.
Yep, Caden Heinley, the return man, just let it go. And with that, it'll be fresh set of downs for Conneaut. And we want to thank everyone for joining us tonight from Ohio or Pennsylvania. Got a couple friends listening on 1360 WOW, 102.9, and WOW TV. We want to thank you for joining us, Ben Jervey and Steve Grant.
I did it again.
Yes. You did?
Last year was Payne Wyatt. I'm calling Caden Heinley. Caden. I'm
Heinley,
sorry.
Caden.
I'm sorry if your family's listening to my
Oh,
mistake.
that's all right.
Caden Heinley. Good player.
And first down, Conneaut, Max Gleason at shotgun with Zach Rice to his right hip, and he's going to hand off to Zach, cutting down inside, and he's going to go to the near sideline, and he's wrapped up after a gain of a few.
Yeah, good pursuit by number 44. By Levi Earhart.
2nd and 6, we'll see.
Well, he got 4.
Yep. Want to also give a shout out to all of our listeners, Tamia Martin as well, Rob Migliaccio. Hello from Ben and Steve from Conneaut, Ohio.
Yes.
And this is a reverse play to Caden Heinley, who's cutting up towards the near sideline. Please like our YouTube video as well, Facebook page. Start following us on Facebook and YouTube. Subscribe if you're interested to follow the Conneaut Spartans during their adventurous season this year. And we got 3 home games upcoming, very exciting home games that we're going to touch upon during halftime recap.
Right, the next 2 weeks will be right here at Jocelyn Field.
Yep, after a long road trip of 3 games.
Right.
And a man in motion, Osborne in motion.
3rd and 6.
3rd and 6, and Zach's going to take this one on the carry. He's going to get the first down.
First down, and he's got running room, and he is going all the way.
And he's in for the score.
And I don't see any flags on the play, so that will be 6 for the Spartans.
Wow, they caught them way off guard there completely. Nice block by Ty Koval and a lot of the front line. Yep, that was excellent. Moses Schwartz and Darren Christine, great blocking.
And a great run by Zach Rice. We've come to expect that from him, though, haven't we, Ben?
Oh, yes.
A couple long runs a game, at least.
We definitely we always have, yeah, for sure. And that touchdown brought to you by Gertie's Pharmacy, now in the 3rd generation, helping local families with all their health questions and concerns. Stop in for medicines. And they're gonna go for it.
Oh, look at this!
Look at that on a flag, though.
I think ineligible receiver. I don't think they will count that. I'm not sure, though.
Yeah. That was kind of a trick play there on a screen pass.
Who is that, number 50?
That's 50, yeah. That's Darren Christine.
Oh, Darren Christine.
Yeah.
Well, if it holds up, he's got his first touchdown of his career, I think.
Yep. They have a flag down. That's Darren Christine, though, with his first touchdown of his high school career.
Again, did the referees give a signal? I did not see a signal. They're not giving them the 2 points.
They're not giving him the 2 points. Must have been an eligible receiver, which I would have to say
I'm
would
guessing
apply.
That's it.
So there was quite a science experiment there, Steve, that really didn't pan out. But Conneaut Spartans leading 13-0.
Right, 5:27 left to play.
And they're up, real quick. This game's moving, but Conneaut Spartans 2 straight touchdowns on 2 drives.
You want to have a quick start every game if you can, and so far the Spartans have done that, and their defense has held up too. So,
yeah.
And let's see if it continues.
Yeah, last week was a good confidence booster against Columbiana, and this week would be another great one to have good confidence going into Rootstown.
Nice kick.
Great kick by Davison Sperlin. And he's dragged down number 2. Stiles with a tackle against Will Allen, who was the return man for Corry.
Yeah, Jason Stiles covered real fast on that and made the tackle.
And we want to also remind you, of course, to join us for the halftime recap brought to you by Conneaut Save-A-Lot Food Store. Not lower quality, just the lowest prices. T-bone steaks, $3.99 a pound. Boneless pork chops, $2.49 a pound. Fresh chicken wings, $2.49 a pound. Only through tomorrow, boneless Delmonico steaks, $5.99 a pound. Save-A-Lot on West Main Road in the Plaza. And that's a pitch out to number 8 for Corry, who's hit hard by a wall of Spartans. I think Bryce Berlin was in on that one. That was number 8.
Lesher.
Nick Lesher, yeah.
Boy, Chuck's being really animated tonight.
Yeah, he's got it. Well, it's a first home game. You're excited to be back, right? I mean, I am excited to be back in the University Hospital Conneaut broadcast booth.
Absolutely.
And a handoff to Savitz. I'm sorry, no, that was Lesher again, the number 8. And I think he got the first down, barely. Wyatt Payne, your man Wyatt Payne making that big hit, though, down low.
Yes.
Wyatt Payne, definitely our Week 1 Dairy Queen Player of the Game.
I like
winner.
Wyatt.
Yep. And Zach Rice, who's already got 1 touchdown on that big carry. He was our last week's Dairy Queen Player of the Game with 4 touchdowns. Number 9, Nolan Carey, the quarterback.
Hit by Caden Heinley, again in on the stop. We mention his name a lot every week, don't it? It seems like, Ben?
Yep, he's in on.
Caden Heinley.
Yep, he's in on a lot of plays. And
good defensive player, not that big, but tough.
Yep.
Tough.
Yeah, he plays all around really well. And he played a good game last week.
Yes.
Oh. And timeout called by Corry.
Right.
And as they take that timeout, we want to also, as we were just talking about University Hospital, we want to thank University Hospital for having this exceptional booth up here that Steve and I get the pleasure of staying warm and cozy and getting to hang out for a good 3 hours during this game. And we want to thank University Hospital for sponsoring not only the booth, but also this game tonight. They're celebrating 100 years, and they're always advancing the science of health and the art of compassion. Brown Memorial, right in Conneaut's been there for 100 years, and we want to keep it that way and keep supporting them as best we can. So stop in if you have any concerns, and their great staff will take care of you with the utmost respect.
Well said. And true. Very true. Well, we've seen a lot of press boxes in our announcing years, Ben, and there's no school that has a better press box than Conneaut.
No, yeah, for sure. Yep, and we're good to be back with the great people in it, too. And a man in motion, and
Another
it's a high
bad
snap. Yeah, high snap again. And he's hit hard by another group of guys. That's Scotty Edwards and Ty Coville.
Yes, again.
Ty Coville again getting his due quite a bit tonight. He's already got, I think, 3 tackles so far, and we're still early in this game. Ty Coville, by the way, we didn't really we gave defensive player honors last week to Jaydon Anderson with 3 critical sacks, which was very important. But Ty Coville had 16 tackles last week in the game.
Is that right? I did not know
That's
that.
what Coach Rocco said in the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance Coaches Show. And, yeah, he had a big game, and he's having one again tonight.
Oh, almost picked off. And almost interference, too.
Yep, I actually think they could have called that one against
Bryce Berlin. Yeah.
Bryce Berlin for pass interference. But
yeah, they got a break on that one.
They did. They sure did. Bring up 4th down and 15 for Corry.
3:07 left here in the first period. Conneaut up 13-0 over the Corry Beavers from the state of Pennsylvania. Heinley back for the Spartans.
Yep, he's been pretty much our special teams guru.
Yes.
This year. And the kick by Carey is a nice, good one. It's going to take a nice bounce and roll out of bounds again on the near sideline. No return, and rolls out at about the 40, so good field position again.
Yeah, I don't know if that's by design or just an off kick.
Yeah, it seems like it is coming off the right side of his foot.
Right, the last 2 kicks were almost the same spot.
Yep, exactly. And Corry definitely is trying to figure themselves out still. They're a very young team, as we're talking about.
Right.
A lot of juniors and sophomores really playing big critical positions for them.
Well, their starting quarterback, Carey, is a sophomore.
Yes, exactly. So still trying to figure themselves out. And Max Gleason's going to keep this one himself on play action.
Number 7, Max Gleason.
Drag down, maybe gets 3 yards on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 7.
I just get a big kick out of him. He's so little.
Yeah.
I mean, he's tough. He's so tough.
I know. Exactly. He's about the size of Wyatt Payne. They're about the same size as you're talking.
Just a little smaller than Wyatt, yeah.
Yeah, probably even a little smaller. But playing quarterback, though, you think you need some height usually. But
exactly, but he does the job.
He really reminds me of Rylan Davis in a lot of ways.
Yes.
And Max throws it over on a screen pass to Caden Heinley, and he's wide open. He's got tons of pay dirt.
And he runs out of bounds. Number 11, Brutcher, runs him out of bounds at about the 25.
Yep, exactly. About the 25, and a big Conneaut Spartans pickup going all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Boy, their offense is in tune tonight, Ben.
Exactly. And the Spartan lead brought to you by, and the great pickup brought to you by Conneaut Dairy Queen. Remember, the blizzard of the month in September is pumpkin pie and cinnamon roll center. Remember to enjoy their great stack burgers as well. We'll see you at the Conneaut Dairy Queen and pick up an ice cream cake while you're there for any holiday or birthdays upcoming. We have one upcoming this week ourselves here on the great 1360 WOW staff.
Another 5-yard penalty against Corry.
Yeah, that's the second one for Corry.
Ball at the 20-yard line. 1st and 5. Conneaut.
It'll be 1st and 5 after that offsides. Ball's at the 20 now, so even another handout that you hate to see for Corry and the coaching staff. You really got to really be getting fired up about that one, and for sure. You got to stay disciplined.
Right.
Especially when you're in the red zone.
140 and counting here in the first period. Spartans deep in Corry territory.
And Max is going to pump fake, and he's going to keep it this time. He's rolling out to the near sideline.
He's got some room.
He cuts inside. Then
nice
he jukes
cut.
around him. Wow. Out of bounds on the near sideline. Another first down for Conneaut. He's inside the 10.
Taken out by Will Allen, but not until Max Gleason made a nice run down the left sideline. They're on the 9-yard line now, Corry.
And that first down brought to you by Chris Breck State Farm. Ask about bundling your insurance coverage and saving money. Call 593-1191. Chris Breck State Farm, here to help life go right. And ball's on the 8-yard line, and Zach Rice going to get the handoff. And he tries to lunge forward, but dragged down by his waistband by number 65 and number 67 for Corry.
Right.
Michael O'Brien, Brian Cole Nickerson, and Michael O'Brien on that one. Senior and junior. Both the big guys on the defensive line.
Right. Zach got about 3 yards on that one, so it'll be 2nd and goal with less than a minute to play yet. And Conneaut has all 3 timeouts left. They're letting the clock run down.
Yep, we got about 45 seconds left in the first quarter. And the handoff is to Zach Rice again, and Zach Rice looks to be in for the score. Yep,
Yes,
as
he
the
is.
signal goes.
Yes.
And that's touchdown Zach Rice, his second tonight, Steve. He is rolling.
Yeah, he's first game at Edgewood. He sprained his ankle, he told me, on the first play of the game, so he was kind of hobbled. And it gave Wyatt Payne a lot of running time, and Wyatt did really well. But Zach is back tonight for sure.
Yes, he is. And was our Dairy Queen player of the game last week with 4 incredible touchdowns.
Here's Huya.
Yep. Thad Huya with the kick, and it's up and good.
Just barely makes it, but it made it.
Yep, he's, he got a little bit more loft on that one than
A
the
little
first
bit.
one, I would say. Yeah, but cutting it close as it makes it an even 20-0. Your Conneaut Spartans have a nice commanding lead with only 34.5 seconds left to go in the first.
I think they need to turn on the lights.
Yeah, sun's already setting a little bit here.
I mean, it just looks dark out there to me.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not affecting Conneaut, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. They're not worried at all. And Steve, yeah, definitely. They are rolling out guns blazing so far early in this game.
The offense and defense, Ben. This is what we like to see.
Yep. As we love to see that. And, of course, join us again, as we mentioned, for after second quarter for the halftime recap. Brought to you by Conneaut Save-A-Lot Food Store. Not lower quality, just the lowest prices. Again, T-bone steaks, $3.99 a pound. boneless pork chops, $2.49 a pound. Fresh chicken wings, $2.49 a pound. Only through tomorrow as well. Boneless Delmonico steaks, $5.99 a pound. Conneaut Save-A-Lot, not lower quality, just the lowest prices. Stop in today. And the kick is returned by Allen. And he brings it up to about the 35-yard line. A nice return by Allen, and that's where Corry will start this drive.
Caden Heinley in on that one again, too.
Yep,
On
exactly.
the stop.
Yeah, you see a lot of those guys. I mean, you see on defense just Caden Heinley, Ty Coville. You see those, Wyatt Payne. You see those guys on defense really going and getting after the ball.
Yeah, very
'Cause
aggressive.
They have that edge to them, you know. Max
Yeah.
Gleason, you know, he plays defensive back, but he very aggressive on passing plays and blitzes.
Very, very impressed with them tonight. With 27 seconds left, Corry will start off at their own 35.
And it's a handoff to, no, it's a keeper by
Oh,
Casey.
Fake me out.
9, ball carrier, Nolan Carey.
Or, I'm sorry, Carey. I keep saying Casey.
Yeah.
Nolan Carey, I'm sorry. And he gets quite a few on that one, maybe 4 or 5, we'll call it. And it'll be second down
Right.
at the 40-yard line.
Stopped by Zach Rice on that one, and I think the clock will run out before the next snap, and it is.
And with that set, this ends the first period. I'm sorry, first quarter, not first period. Different sport. And with that, we'll take this brief timeout. Conneaut Spartans 20, Corry Beavers 0. Get set for second quarter action and halftime recap and more on 1360 WOW, 102.9 FM, and WOW TV.
50-50 raffle on tonight's game ball, which is being sponsored by Luke John Mello.
Hang on.
Oh, he was hit as he threw the pass. He is okay.
Pass broken up.
And
Number 52, Moses.
Moses Schwartz in on the breakup and the pressure for Conneaut against Carey. And incomplete pass. It was a close one for Carey, and he's getting no time back there, Steve, to be able to complete anything.
No, he isn't, and I give a lot of credit to the Conneaut defense. Their defensive line is just bursting right through there.
And thank you for joining us again back at Joslin Field. Second quarter just started. It is 20-0. Conneaut Spartans leading the Corry Beavers, and just forced a 3 and out for Corry, so they will be punting. And Caden Heinley back to return for Conneaut. And a flag's thrown.
Too much time.
I think it was delay a game, yep, against Corry as well. So their woes continue. They're going to be backed up 5 more, which probably to them doesn't bother them a whole lot. It'll back them up to the 30 from the 35.
Mm-hmm.
They've only gotten 1 first down so far, though, Steve, which has got to be a concern for them.
Oh, sure. Credit that to the Conneaut defense.
Yeah, but as we know, they played really stout all year. And the kick by Corry.
Nice punt.
That's a good kick. Yep, and picked up by Heinley. And he's going right, then cuts back left, and he's up towards a 40, shakes one tackle, and he does not get past the second one. He forced out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, good special teams defense by Corry on that one.
Yep. And bringing up first down for Conneaut Spartans at about the 42. That's where they mark it.
If you just joined us, we're here at Conneaut home field, Jocelyn Field. The Spartans are up 20-0. We just started the second quarter, with 11 minutes to play, and Corry has the ball.
Yep. Or Conneaut just got the ball. Yep.
I'm sorry, Conneaut has the ball.
You got it. Yeah. Yeah, Conneaut's had the ball quite a bit this game. Yeah, Conneaut's had the control of the ball pretty much most of the game. And hand off to Wyatt Payne.
Oh,
there
right
goes Wyatt Payne.
Nice.
He's
Way
got
to go, Wyatt.
one man to beat, and he's finally dragged down by number 8. Wyatt Payne, big-time play, cutting upfield. That's a Conneaut Spartans big-time gain and a Conneaut Spartans first down as well.
Very nice. Glad to see that from Wyatt.
And that Conneaut Spartans first down brought to you by University Hospital, Conneaut Medical Center, advancing the science of health and the art of compassion for 100 years.
Boy, Wyatt got his chance there and took full advantage of it with a nice run.
And a handoff again to Wyatt Payne. And
There he
Wyatt
goes.
Payne's got a total
Nice
lane
cut.
to cut. And he's in for the score from
Good for
20 yards
him.
out.
No flags on the play, and Wyatt Payne scores 6.
Wyatt Payne gets his first touchdown in a while, Steve, and that is going to add 6 more to the score.
You know, Ben, he deserves that because he made that long run and then a beautiful run on that one. I'd like to see that on film
Yeah, exactly.
with his cutbacks and dekes. Very nice. Way to go, Wyatt.
Yep, and that Conneaut Spartans touchdown brought to you by Gertie's Pharmacy, now in the 3rd generation, helping local families with all their health questions, concerns, medicines, vaccines. Stop in and see Gertie's, your hometown pharmacy, and the kick is blocked.
Yeah.
So another good break and a good play for Corry, stopping Huya from getting his 3rd PAT.
Right.
I don't know who blocked that one, Steve, but it was a good play, and they totally infiltrated. Not good frontline work for Conneaut there, but still they're up 26-0, and it's still 10:40 left to go in the second quarter.
And it's dark out there.
It is dark already.
I don't know why they haven't turned on the lights, really.
Yeah, it is only
It's dark out there.
It's only 7:35 right now from the field, but it is already sun setting. By 8 o'clock, we'll need the lights on for sure. And supposedly, too, this will be the last time we have daylight savings, so we're not going to be saved by it anytime in the near future after this year. So
Yeah, that's right. Sperlin kicking off.
And Sperlin kicks it, and a good kick, picked up at the 15-yard line by Allen. And Allen's got a full lane to go, cut up, and he does get finally tripped up, and then finally dragged down by number 11 for Conneaut.
Noah Ham.
Noah Ham getting one of his first tackles for the year, and it definitely Will Allen definitely looked like he only had a couple the last tier of defenders to beat.
Right.
And he might have taken it all the way for Corry's first touchdown of the night.
Thanks to a good tackle by Noah Ham, that saved a touchdown. I think there's a concern why the lights aren't on. Down in the field, yeah. We had a coach. Coach just came in and wondered why the lights aren't on.
Well, I don't know who has the controls. Do we have the controls up here?
No.
Okay. Well, the pass by carry is complete. It's a comeback route, complete to number 11 for Corry. That is Tony Brucher. And it'll bring up second down. He got about 9 yards on that one, so 1 yard away from their from them getting a first down. And a handoff to Savitz.
He gets it, and 5 more.
Savitz gets plenty more on that one. Yeah, he gets 5+, and that's a Corry Beaver first down. It's only their second one all game, though, Steve, which is
that's hard to believe. Wow.
Yeah, they haven't had the ball much, but they haven't moved it efficiently either. And a handoff. No, it's a keeper by Carey, and he's dragged down by his jersey by number 52, Moses Schwartz. I'm sorry.
No, that's Darren Christine. Yeah,
Darren
62.
Christine.
Yeah.
Okay. Jaydon Anderson in on that one, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
These numbers are hard to read, really.
Yeah, I thought it was 52, and I guess it was 62. So
yes.
Jaydon Anderson.
Yeah, great play by.
Was our defensive Dairy Queen player of the game last week. He had 3 critical sacks last week, Steve, if you caught those.
Yes.
It was in key points of the game.
Right.
And pass incomplete, low intended for number 89.
Bad pass.
That's Sourween, I think.
Yes. Or sour wine, I guess.
Bringing up third down and long for Corry.
9:11 left to play.
In the first half, yeah.
Right.
And
26-0 the Spartans, and Corry with a 3rd and 9.
Yep, and they got to string something together here, Steve, just to keep it moving.
Yes, they do.
Need some type of prayer here.
Yes, give them some type of confidence, or make it a game.
Yeah, they got to get back into it, at least get some points on the board in the first half, or else it'll be hopeless for him. And Carey's dropping back to
He's got
pass.
plenty of room.
He's
plenty
flushed
of time.
out. He's running for it, and he is hit. Wow.
Zach Rice popped him.
Yep, Zach Rice came in and denied him
Nice
the
hit.
first down. It was impressive closing speed by Zach Rice. Bringing up fourth down and short, though. Carey almost had it. He was about 2 yards short.
Yeah,
Great run.
Zach put an end to that. Nice.
Zach Rice was a lot faster than him, though, on that one.
A little bit.
Yeah.
4th and 2.
And they're going to go for it, definitely. Why not, right?
Sure, they have to.
And it's a direct snap to Savitz. I think he got it.
Yes, he did.
And that's a Corry Beaver first down, their 3rd one of the game. I have to keep track just so we keep the tally going.
Yeah.
But, they finally got the lights on now, Steve, so hopefully it'll...
Yes, they did turn them on.
Yep. It is getting dark, though. 8:30 left to go in the second, and it's a pitch out to Savitz. Finds a little bit of room, and he breaks one tackle.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, it looked like he was close to the first down, but also a flag. I think it's coming back. It's holding. Yep.
Ty Colville left after the last play holding his right hand, Ben. I don't know if you noticed it.
I didn't notice it at all.
Yeah, that kind of concerns me.
For sure, yeah.
Could be a sprain or something. Could have hit a helmet. Could be anything. But he was shaking it.
Yep, exactly. And you gotta be.
He's valuable.
He's definitely a key part of defense for sure.
Seems to be okay.
Yeah, I hope so. We've had a lot of scary injuries, but nothing that's actually resulted in any lost time.
Right, thank God. Yeah.
So.
Timeout, Conneaut. 8:17 to play. 26-0 Spartans. Next week we'll be right here again.
Yeah.
With the Rootstown
Rovers. The Rootstown Rovers.
Very good team.
My dad and I went down to that game with Conneaut back in like 2018, I think it was, when Rylan Davison was our quarterback.
Right.
And that was a good Conneaut team, but we still, it was a really good Rovers team. And I will say, as much as I don't really know exactly how great they are 3-0 on the year. Just to touch base. They've beaten, to recap them a bit, they beat Crestwood 33-0 week 1. Okay. They beat Champion 25-22 away at Champion. And then they were home against Mogador Field, and they won 26-21. So they're 3-0.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be by far our toughest challenge of the year, I think, but we definitely have the makings to beat them.
Sure.
At home, especially. And dropping back, that's Corry going to throw it, and a nice
beautiful play.
And a nice pass from Corry connects to touchdown. Corry, number 11.
Tony Brutcher.
That was one of the best passes I've seen all year, Steve. That was a beautiful spiral.
I was just going to say that. What a nice pass.
Yep.
And Brutcher got open, cut in.
Yep.
And kind of couldn't stop that one.
Yep.
We might see some more passing from Corry now.
Yep, and that was right on the money in motion, and it didn't take him much time to get in the end zone. Corry gets 6, and they did answer the call after that drive.
And their quarterback, Corry, who punts also, in addition to quarterbacking, will try the extra points. A bad snap. Corry picks it up, and he's going to be tackled by a host of Conneaut Spartans.
Yep, and guess who? Ty Coville.
Of course.
He's in on it to really make the first hit.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, he's back. But what's even more alarming, I guess, about that play, Steve, is that I think they've had at least 3 or 4 botched snaps so far for Corry. You got to be wondering about their center problems tonight.
I suspect it's a young, inexperienced player.
Yep, exactly. So they've had 3 miscues between the center and the quarterback.
Yeah, that's got to drive the coach nuts, you know. Jeez.
Exactly. So that'll leave it at 26-6. But Corry does eliminate the shutout, and they're back in it a little bit here. And, last week, too, honestly, Columbiana was a complete shutout. And then they scored 2 touchdowns at the end there against, some of their twos that Coach Rocco was saying, and they got back in the game a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was a total shutout. Could have been 38-0, or even more than that. Could have been 50-0 at the final. So it was a really good game overall. Great job by Conneaut, and they didn't even necessarily play a perfect game either. So,
how was the field down there? How did the field look?
Yeah, the field was very nice, and definitely with a lot of the rain though too. It was definitely a little wet.
How about the press box? Where were you guys? Because I couldn't hear anything around you. Heard you very clear.
Good. Well, good.
It was like there's nobody around you. At least I didn't hear anything.
No, yeah. Well, we did a better job with the sound control, as you know.
So it was very good.
Yeah, thank you. As we try on 1360 WOW and 102.9 FM and WOW TV, as Corry's going to kick this ball, and it's a nice sound kick.
Yes.
Picked up by Wyatt Payne at the 10-yard line, and Wyatt Payne's got a burst.
Wow.
Wow, Wyatt Payne.
Got a burst of speed, doesn't he?
Yep. Wyatt Payne really just is electric every time he's got the ball in his hands. I just love watching him every time.
Wyatt would, I talked to him before the game, and he's a good team man. Naturally, being a runner, he wants to run the ball more, but he understands that Zach Rice is, the focus of the offense, and he'll be running most of the time, and next year, Wyatt will be the focus of the running game. But he's a good team man. He's having a good night tonight, Wyatt and Zach.
Yep. And 26-6 with 8:05 left to go in the second quarter. And this is a handoff to Zach Rice.
Got a couple.
Yep, that one doesn't go much, though. It's Zach Rice's probably worst gain of the game so far.
The defensive line of Corry really stood him up on that one.
Yep.
Got to give him credit.
Bringing up 2nd down and 8. Ball's at the 41 of Conneaut's territory. As we got a great home crowd tonight for Conneaut really here for their home opener, and a good crowd for Corry as well across the way. And a little pass
dropped by Zach Rice, very unusual for him.
Yep, and Max threw it a little behind Zach, but Zach just completely dropped it. Took his mind off the ball a little bit.
Yeah, that's rare. They'll come back. The lights are on. We want to let everybody know there is not a power shortage here.
Nope. We pay the electric bill. And it's 3rd down and 8 upcoming. And calling for it's Max Gleason. He's going to keep this one himself on the play
Nice.
action.
He's got the first
He's
down.
got the first down, and he might be gone, Steve. He's got one guy to beat. He's dragged down.
11. Yeah.
Dragged down by Brutcher. That was the guy that caught the touchdown for Corry.
Yes. Yes, he saved a touchdown. What a nice run by Max.
Conneaut Spartans first down. They're moving the chains again. And this one as well brought to you by Conneaut Savings Bank. Stop and ask about online and mobile banking. Online banking makes it fast and easy. CSB in Conneaut and in Austinburg. Conneaut Savings Bank. As it's a spread offense for Max Gleason. He's going to throw it, rolling out Zach Rice, who shakes one tackle, then
nice
another.
Play.
And
That's a late hit.
And he's hit, but he's in for the score.
There should be a flag on that one, but they don't call a flag. That sure looked like a late hit to me, doesn't it?
I think he was already going in for the tackle, so it's questionable, but Zach isn't too upset about it either way.
What a nice run. What a nice cut and a nice fakes. Yeah. That's the Zach Rice that we always know and see every week.
Yeah, that's what made him Dairy Queen Player of the Game last week, and he's in again for his third.
Touchdown.
Yep. His third score. And Larry Ham holding.
And blocked again. Somebody missed a block there.
Yep, and a missed block. And another one, unfortunately, for Thad Huya does not go.
That's not his fault, Huya.
No, definitely not.
You get a block, somebody missed a block on the Conneaut offensive line.
Definitely,
but
special teams needs to clean it up a bit. But,
a little bit.
But still 32-6 on the game. And they're rolling on all cylinders.
They are. They're just making very few mistakes. And offense and defense really coming together. It's like a complete effort on both sides.
Yep. And yeah, it's very cohesive, exactly.
Yeah.
And
it's a good word.
Yes, I try to come up with these
$1
million words for you.
You're a college graduate, huh?
I did go to school, yes, after high school.
Penn State, the bum.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people would say. Yeah. Well, you just got a state education,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's all right.
The Nittany Lions.
The Nittany Lions. Yeah, they had a great game against Purdue.
They sure did.
That was an excellent game.
They sure did. They'll be up there. Who do they play this week?
They
probably a weak sister. They always do.
Yeah, I forget who it is.
Ohio State plays Arkansas State.
I don't know.
That'll be 100.
I didn't look yet.
Yeah, football season has started. Pros start Sunday.
Ohio U.
Ohio U. Okay. Oh, that's a short kick.
And a short kick, a line drive kick.
It went off a Corry Beaver.
Yep.
And they recover it though.
Yeah, they did. They barely recovered it. I'm not sure if that was intended, but I don't know if that was like a line drive onside. They were trying to just catch him off guard, napping.
It could be, or it could be just a bad kick.
Did you see that too for in last week's game for Columbiana, the onside kick that they pulled off to score again? That's how they got back-to-back scores.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that was they pulled a fast one on us.
Yeah, you don't see that often in high school football.
Yeah.
Onside kicks.
So maybe we were trying the same thing on them. I don't know, but or maybe it's just accidentally a low kick. But first down, great field position for Corry at the 50-yard line.
Yes.
And man in motion, that is Sauerwein. And dropping back's Carey. He's hit hard.
He's going to get sacked.
That is Jason Stiles and number 63 for Conneaut, which is, Phillips.
Yes. Yeah, the big fella got in on it. Nice rush.
Yep.
Moves them back 10 yards. 2nd and 20 for Corry at their own 40. Oh, fumbled, but he recovered. Carey fumbled the snap and recovered. Ben, they're having a lot of trouble with that center.
That's what I mean. I think it's an inexperienced offensive line up front, and definitely. And I was a center at one point, so I remember the woes of of being the snapper. There's a lot of pressure. That's number 57, who's also the middle linebacker.
Touch the ball every play.
Yep, and you got to call out the blitzes and things
Yes.
too. Yep, Hunter LaSalvia, that's the center,
Yes.
who's only a sophomore.
Okay.
And the pass by Corry, another strong pass.
Wide open, and
Oh,
it's picked off.
Picked off by, that is Jaydon Davison with the interception from free safety. Great play by him. He was waiting for one, and he got it.
Very nice play.
And it landed right in the breadbasket. Great play by Jaydon Davison. Here's a fun fact for you. I was just talking about it with my father. Jaydon Davison is Ryland's younger brother.
Oh, yes.
I didn't know that
That's
till
right.
this week.
I never
Yeah.
thought of that.
Yep.
Very nice play.
And an update too. Ryland plays for Mercyhurst,
Yes,
right?
and having a good career.
And
I
he's
understand.
well, he got injured, and probably out for the year.
This year. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he's going to miss this year, I think.
Oh.
He broke his wrist, I believe, or bad sprain.
Uh,
So
That's too bad.
keeping Ryland in your thoughts and prayers. But
Yes.
Jaydon with a great play and a floater on first down by Max.
yeah, intended for Heinley and went way over his head. I'm not sure what happened on that one.
And on the blitzing player, I think Max Gleason, hit his elbow on the throw on the Corry
Helmet?
on
or
the Corry
something?
helmet.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
he's got a stinger. Looks like
Yeah.
he's trying to shake out a
Yeah,
little
that could
bit.
hurt. That could hurt, yeah.
Bringing up second down and 10. Ball's at the 30-yard line, so Conneaut right back in business here.
Precisely, yes, 5 minutes left.
Yep.
In the second quarter, 32-6, Conneaut ahead. And they're on their own 30. Second and 10.
Max is going to throw it,
Oh,
and it's intended for Troy Turner, incomplete. Overthrew him. But he did keep it at least safe. You just got to watch out for that backup safety there. If you wait maybe another second to throw that ball, you have a guy that's all the way to the end zone because there was no one playing deep on that one.
Right, he was covered very closely, and the pass was a good one that he had to throw a bullet, but it was just out of his reach.
Yep. And like I said, too, Max is still trying to get the chemistry with his receivers.
Right.
And he's getting better at it as the handoff. That's Zach Rice.
Yes.
He's got the first down.
He's got the first down.
And then a flag thrown at the very end of the play.
Oh, it's against Conneaut. I think it's a holding.
Holding against the Spartans.
That'll move him back.
Oh, yeah, it was a 10-yard pickup by Zach. And it looked like that was Conneaut Spartans' first down and holding, yep.
Wiped out. That's too bad. That happens, so it'll probably be 3rd and 20.
Yeah. Yeah, about that. It's the ball's at the 30. I think the hold was in the middle of the play, so I think they take it back 10 yards from where they got the ball to.
Right.
And a little floater to Zach Rice. He's got room to move down on the near
He's got the first
side.
down. Oh, look at this. And
he goes out of bounds easily.
Smartly goes out. No
He's a very good game manager. You know, he just really is aware of everything.
Yes, he is.
On the field, so.
That was a smart play by Zach.
Yep.
1st and 10.
First down, Conneaut Spartans. They're moving the chains again. And, of course, to remind you about naming our Dairy Queen Player of the Game after the 4th quarter, brought to you by your Conneaut Dairy Queen. Remember, the blizzard of the month is pumpkin pie and cinnamon roll. Enjoy the great stack burgers as well and the whole brazier menu as well at your local Conneaut Dairy Queen. Keith and the group is a great family to enjoy a nice meal with. And the pitch out to Jaydon Heinley. Jaydon Heinley's got some room on the far sideline.
He's just hit at the 2-yard line by
Brutcher with a stop.
Brutcher, he's done everything tonight.
Brutcher's been the man for Corry completely tonight besides the quarterback, Corry.
Yes.
Brutcher is making a lot of stops on defense. He caught the touchdown on offense. Yep. But they have enough playmakers for this Corry team to give Conneaut some trouble. But another first down, and they're knocking on the door in the red zone. 1st and goal, and it's a run play. And that one was Zach Rice. I'm sorry, I think that was Jaydon Heinley with the run.
Yeah, it was. He was hit right away by Savitz.
Yeah, Savitz with a stop, who's also the Corry running back.
May have lost. I think he lost a yard maybe on that one. 2nd and goal.
And, yep, 2nd and goal about the 5-yard line, but they're still right there. And it's a handoff to Caden Heinley. He's trying to get in the end zone.
I think he got in. I think.
And there's
Yes.
Sig Bowling.
Yes,
Yep.
he did.
Touchdown, Conneaut Spartans. Caden Heinley gets in now.
All right, Caden.
They wanted to not give Zach Rice the golden sombrero, and they went with Caden Heinley, and he gets his first touchdown of tonight. And
Yes.
great play by, great call as well by Rocco, and gets him in.
A nice run, too. Wasn't an easy run.
Conneaut Spartans pushing it 6 more tonight. Very fast-paced game tonight.
Yeah.
We got about 3:35 left in the second quarter or first half. We'll see if the kick works out, and it's not too low, and they got inside
Blocked
again.
Somebody is missing blocks.
Number 65 for Corry.
They need to fix that.
Yep.
I don't like that.
I know, and it may come down to it next week against Rootstown. You never
Right.
know. I mean, despite the score, 38-6 tonight. Thank you for joining us as well on 1360 WOW and 102.9. I'll give a good shot of the scoreboard as well. 38-6 with 3:35 left to go in the half. And it's been old Conneaut Spartans tonight. We're not going to get too much into the deep intellectual stuff yet.
We do.
Yeah, like we do. We're big-time brainiacs over here. We really deep dive into stuff. But
both college graduates were very smart.
yeah, exactly. And we're both local guys that care about our Spartans.
That's right.
Exactly. But definitely, though, the only complaint you can say, Steve, is the special teams so far haven't really been clicking yet.
If there's anything weakness, it would be the special teams. But it's 38-6, so
Yep.
something's going right.
Yep. And
They can fix that. They can fix that.
maybe the other thing I could point out, too, is that all 4 games, especially not just this one, they've been burned by a good quarterback throwing the
Right.
ball over the middle.
Right.
And they got it tonight from Corry, but they played a good group of quarterbacks so far this year. I mean,
Yes, they have.
the Edgewood quarterback obviously led
Right.
them to the win.
Right.
The Western Reserve Henning, he was a great passer. And that's Allen with the kick return, and he's dragged down hard by number 19, Jason Stiles.
Nice tackle by Stiles.
Oh, Thad Huya.
Oh, that's Huya. Sorry, yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry, Thad Huya.
Yeah, our kicker.
Yep. Who's pretty pumped up about the tackle.
Yeah, way to go, Thad.
Yep.
That might be his first of the year.
Yep.
Nice special teams play. Way to go, Thad. I think he got mad at his kicks being blocked through no fault of his own, so he made the tackle. Corry, 1st and 10 at their own 40. 3:29 left to play in the first half. Here at Jocelyn Field, 38-6. Conneaut ahead of Corry.
And
Fake.
it's a keeper, faking a keeper, but it's snuffed out immediately.
Says hello to number 63.
That's Dylan Phillips. Dylan Phillips again making the stop, and he's been on a couple tonight, Steve, for
He
Conneaut.
has. He's a big fellow.
Yep.
He's a tough player. Hard to stop. And he's made some nice plays tonight.
Yep, and that was maybe a loss or maybe just 0 gain, bringing up 2nd and 10 at the Corry 40-yard line. And Carey's going to hand the ball off to Savitz, and no gain at all again. He does break the one tackle by Phillip.
Phillips was right there on the stop, and I thought he had him.
Yep.
But Savage, with a nice play, got out of it and gained maybe a yard or 2.
Yeah.
Turner with a stop.
Yep. Ryan Turner in on the stop, and Ty Koval was in there too.
As always.
Bringing up 3rd and 7, so he really, Savitz pushed for 3 more yards on that play. That was very impressive.
Yeah.
Man in motion, that is Sour Wine. And
Big
dropping
Dan.
back, that is Corry. And, good.
Nice play on defensive. Is that
That's Zach Rice.
Zach Rice?
Playing great man-to-man passing defense.
You almost picked that one off. Nice play by Zach.
Yep.
Playing good offense and defense, as he always does. He's quiet. Quiet, does his job.
Yep, and with that, it'll bring up a 4th and 7. So they probably will kick it here, I would guess. So that's Corry back to kick. And the boot.
Nice kick.
And another good kick. But again, it's on the right sideline.
Heinley's going to let it.
He lets it roll, and they're going to down it at 44 for Corry, downs it.
Yeah, about
and
the 12-yard line.
12-yard line, so great kick by Corry, and that's where Conneaut will pick up from there with just 1:57 left to go in the half. Conneaut has been, I didn't update the score. I apologize for everyone on 1360 WOW, or I'm sorry, on YouTube TV. But it's 38-6 with just 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Conneaut has been all over this game tonight, and we want to thank everyone for joining us as well. Again, second shout out to my coworker Rob Migliaccio and his wife Lisa from camp. Thanks for watching, and I'm sorry that your alma mater is getting trounced tonight, but it's still a game though.
He's not sorry.
He's not sorry. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, but it's exciting to be here for Conneaut on opening night for them.
It really is.
Hit hard though. Met by 67 for Corry. That's Michael O'Brien for Corry with a wall of a hit against Max Gleason on the keeper. And he lost a yard, Steve, on that one. That was kind of...
Yeah, I think they're just going to run the ball now and run the clock out.
Hopefully Conneaut does not get too cozy with the lead, but they have a nice, comfortable 38-6 lead, so at least in this half.
If they play like they did the first, consistent, tough ball, we'll come out with a victory.
Yep. And the snap, and 2 guys in shotgun, and this one is a run by Zach Rice. He's got tons of room on the left sideline.
Look out. Yeah, he runs out of bounds about the 40.
Yep, runs out 40. Good gain of 30 yards by Zach Rice, just getting him out of the red zone. Backed up in their own territory like that, and he just is very aware. Just needs to get them out of that area, get the first down, and then try to keep running the clock out.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Max Gleason looking to the sidelines for the play. 1:02 left. First and 10. Oh, he's going to pass.
And the pass to Ethan Osborne. That one's a screen pass, and he's cutting back left. He gets a few yards, but not anything to write home about. But on a passing play too, with a minute left.
I'm surprised.
But you definitely got to work those guys in a little bit more.
I think that's what they're doing.
And
working them in.
Last week too, Larry Ham and Max Gleason connected on a big 30-yard connection downfield.
That's good to see.
Definitely one of Max's deeper passing plays of the season. So you want to develop that more and more as the weeks go. And this is Wyatt Payne, who's cutting up. Yep, he's cutting near sideline.
Nice play. First down.
Wyatt Payne getting more involved as he was definitely the key guy week 1 because of the injury to Zach Rice, but weeks 2 and 3 he's been a little bit more quiet because of Zach Rice's effectiveness, but you got to get Wyatt Payne back involved in the offense too to be successful. You can't be too reliant and predictable on Zach Rice.
Exactly.
And that is the end of the first half as the score through 2 is 38-6. And we'll just do a quick halftime recap brought to you by Conneaut Save-A-Lot Food Store. Not lower quality, just the lowest prices. Just like T-bone steaks, $3.99 a pound. Boneless pork chops, $2.49 a pound. Fresh chicken wings, $2.49 a pound. That's through Sunday. And, of course, boneless Delmonico steaks, $5.99 a pound through Sunday. Check them out. And Conneaut Save-A-Lot, not lower quality, just the lowest prices. Maybe it'd be good, I guess, to know if Artemis has any juicy stuff as far as yardage goes.
Okay.
Or either one of them. But in either case, it's been a great game overall for Conneaut. They've been in total control tonight. They got everyone involved offensively too. Okay. And they've been just in total control. Zach Rice has 3 touchdowns already tonight, and even had room for more, but pretty much just declined a couple of them. And Max Gleason has 1, and Caden Hindley has 1, which has given them their 5 that they have tonight. I'm sorry, no, there's 6 as well. So Wyatt Payne, there we go. Max Gleason, Wyatt Payne, and Caden Hindley all have 1, and Zach Rice has 3. So, so it's been a great performance again. 2 weeks in a row, Conneaut Spartans have developed themselves offensively while also maintaining their poise defensively too, with strong play just on all 3 levels. But starting with that defensive line, Jaydon Anderson very involved tonight as well with a sack. Dylan Phillips also in on it, had a couple stops, tackles for losses there at the end of that half. Moses Schwartz and Darren Christine as well getting involved. Darren Christine, we thought, caught a touchdown, and then he just kind of got back into it. And Steve, I was just talking about Darren Christine with that pass that we thought was a touchdown, but was called illegal procedure and ineligible receiver.
Right.
So anyway, I didn't know what you had for yardage.
Got some stats. Zach Rice, 9 carries, 116 yards. And Wyatt Payne, 4 carries for 72 yards.
4 carries for 72 yards.
Yes.
Man, that is pretty good.
That
that's
fantastic?
13 yards a carry.
Yes.
That's a pretty good average. I like that. So
16.
So
18 yards a carry. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Bad math there.
You
Sorry.
didn't major in math, did you?
No, I'm an engineer, so I mean I should know that. Yeah. 18.
You should. Yeah.
18 yards. That's even better. And I was just talking about it. So
Yeah.
you have Wyatt Payne, Max Gleason, and Caden Hindley each getting 1 touchdown. And then you got Zach Rice with 3 so far. That's your 6 tonight. And it's still early. I mean, they already tied their score for the entire game last week with Columbiana.
That's right.
So they're already at 38, and that's what they finished with last week. And the couple things to clean up, definitely nothing on offense that I can say. Maybe develop your passing game a little bit more with Max and some of his receivers. You get Larry Ham involved. You get Troy Turner involved. You get those Ethan Osborne a little bit more involved. He got a couple. But other than that, you pretty much have everything offensively. So defensively, going really well for them. They only let up that 1 passing touchdown for a 40-yard bomb from Carey to that was Brutcher. But other than that, you haven't let up much. They've only had maybe 4 first downs all first half. Right. So you just got to watch the deep passes and the throws over the middle a little bit better. And the special teams blocking, which was unfortunate, but I think also, too, they might have just been giving those up a little bit more than they would have just in a tight game.
Sure.
But
what I expect to see, and I'm sure you do too, Ben, is the second half. You'll see a lot of the 2s and 3s play, the second and third teamers.
Yep.
And they'll get. I would expect them to get a lot of playing time, and which they deserve, because the score is really high. It's 38-6. They're leading by 32, so I expect to see that, and they deserve it. They deserve a crack at playing. So we'll see what happens.
Exactly. It's been Rocco's tradition usually to let the first team guys play through the third quarter, but then start changing them out in the fourth. So at least that's usually how he does it, which is fine because I think next week is definitely, like I said, the toughest challenge of the year so far. Where you have Rootstown coming to town, and they're playing tonight too. We will hopefully have an update on that as well. But that's our halftime recap, brought to you by Conneaut Save-A-Lot Food Store. Not lower quality, just the lowest prices. And that's about it. Just a couple things here and there to really kind of touch upon. But otherwise, it's overall one of the most outstanding games Conneaut's played all year.
It's really fun to watch if you're a Conneaut fan, that's for sure.
And not the best for Corry, but they've got room to grow, definitely.
Yeah,
and
definitely, they're rebuilding.
That pass, though, by a sophomore quarterback like that, like Nolan Carey, to throw the ball with poise. and connect to Brutcher for that 40-yard touchdown.
Beautiful.
Was a beautiful pass.
That tells you he's got a lot of potential.
It looked like a professional throw.
Yeah,
so
it did.
It really did.
One of the best we've seen this year.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so in either case, 38-6, Conneaut over Corry through halftime, and we'll take this time out and we'll replay the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance Coaches Show on 1360 WOW 102.9 if you missed it on 1360 WOW, and we'll be back after that.
And it's another edition of the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance Coaches Show, right here on WOW TV, 1360 WOW 102.9. I am Matt Jarvie. With me once again, as always, Coach Rocco Dobrin. Coach, good to be with you, man.
Oh, great to be here as always.
Always good to talk to you, Rock. Congratulations on a great win against the Columbiana Clippers.
Yeah, it was it was a fun one. It didn't come down to the wire, which is nice. But the kids played really well, and kudos to them for just doing a great job and just playing really hard. They really hustled, and when we watched film, it was one of them games where we did make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
But because of their effort, they overcame a lot of them. So
Good. Seemed like the defense, especially Jaydon Anderson, picked up where he left off the week before with Western Reserve. He had a great game again in the backfield quite a bit of the time.
Absolutely. Right now, our defensive line in general, and Jaden's a big part of that, and our linebackers are playing phenomenal football. They win 3 games in a row and giving the other team less than 2.5 yards per carry. These guys were slightly over that, but if you take out the two series where they were against our JV squad, they were less than 2 yards a carry. So.
That's fantastic.
So they were, we did really well in all 3 games as far as defensive line and linebackers go, and we got to secure up some things against the pass, but defensively we're just playing really well. Ty Koval had a big night at 16 tackles.
Yes, he did.
He was all over the place, and like you said, Jaydon Anderson and some other guys just getting after it. So.
Yeah. As well as your main offensive threats were out there, they were being very productive too as well. You had to think that Columbiana was probably in shock a little bit about what happened the previous week. McDonald, they say, is not the team that they were a few years ago. But if you looked at the stats of that game, you think that Columbiana would have won by 3 touchdowns.
Absolutely. And when you watch the film, you see that Columbiana could have beat McDonald a couple times. And then they shot themselves in the foot with some penalties and things. I really thought Columbiana, what they do is they played really hard. We just took advantage of some, just great athletic plays. There was a couple of times where, we ain't blocking it great, or they're where they're supposed to be, and then Rice somehow finds a hole and goes, 40 yards. How did that happen? Well, it's because it's Zach Rice, But the offensive line all year has done a good job and has been consistent. But when they do mess up and your back can still get positive yards, let alone, his big run there of 40 yards was kind of like a blown play, and he just found a whole crease somehow. He cut it back. Yeah. He cut it back on a counter, which usually you can't cut back on a counter because those guys are unblocked, and somehow he found something there. And but that's kind of a couple of things that happened for us and went our way that night. So they did play very hard and they hit hard. They were a physical team.
Right. Yeah, you could tell that they've done a lot of things well, and we were very fortunate to be able to shut down a lot of their offensive threats. One guy that I don't think anybody's going to shut down on that team who seems very capable is Joe Guido, the quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely.
What an athlete.
Yeah, he is, absolutely. And when our ones were in, our whole goal was to contain him. And for the most part, we did contain him until the end of the game there when he got a couple bigger runs. But either way, like I said, containing him and stopping him are 2 different things. But we at least contained him enough to where, they got some big drives down to the 20-yard line, down to the 10.
Yes,
and then,
they did.
And then they didn't score. We held them when it came down to crunch time.
Yeah.
There. And so, I told my guys how proud I was of them just for, your back's against the wall a little bit. Are you still going to play football? And they did. Kind of a bend but don't break defense there a little bit, a couple of those series.
Yeah, and they proved it to themselves so many times on several games now that they can do that, and that probably gives them the confidence to think that they can do that anytime throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, I sure hope it does. You know what I mean? I hope that's where we're going to go with that. So,
talking about players, we're of course going to head into Corry Beavers are coming over. We're going to have a big matchup with them back into the PIAA teams that we have in our schedule for the year. It seems like they like to run the ball quite a bit. They got that number 22, what's it, Mazarski or something like that?
Like that, but he's a good running back.
He is a good running back. He's only a sophomore, too.
Yeah, I saw that.
They got a young team.
Yeah. And they unfortunately for them played two powerhouses, really. I mean, Oil City and Meadville are no joke, and so those scores were a little lopsided, but when you watch film, you can see how good that 22 runs, and he's also a very good linebacker for them.
Yes, he is.
And they've kind of been like that for a while, where they're a team, and it is similar from what we do too. I feel like our offenses are, run very similarly. A lot of the stuff that they're doing, their coaches trying to do, I'm like, that's exactly what I try to do, and so I guess that's a positive and a negative. I do it because I like the offense, but it's also I know what his mindset is when he's doing those kind of plays, but. They like to spread the ball out but still run the ball. They want to run more than they pass, even though it looks as if, hey, we're spread, we're going to pass, and then they want to get your defense spread out there and then run the ball, and that's where they have had some success in the last two games.
Yeah, and they, of course, they're always have been a pretty good powerhouse over in Erie County. They might be down a little bit now because they have a younger team, but they're probably going to be hungry, looking to get something on the board this time, trying to get their offensive on track. So,
absolutely,
you're going to go in with the same game plan you've been using all along so far this year, right?
Yeah, you always see stuff on film, so you want to try to take advantage of those things. But at the end of the day, your base plays are your base plays. You just might make them look a little different, and so we're still going to run the ball. We're still going to throw some. We're going to throw sprint out and play action pass, and their coach knows that. He's watched film on us. It's just a matter of how do we get there and how do you get to those big plays, and so we're gonna do what we can to take advantage of the way they're playing their defense, and defensively it's a knowledge game, knowing what they do and trying to stop it. So, and we know 22 is definitely on our radar as a guy we need to stop.
Oh yeah, and the guys got to be happy to be finally back home again. We're at the Joslin Field and Riccardi Stadium. We're up there in the University Hospital broadcast booth. It's great to be home again. We got 3 home games in a row. So they got to be excited about that too, as well, as far as finally getting back home and playing in front of the home crowd.
Absolutely, I know. I'm super excited, especially after 2 long drives the last 2 weeks. So I'm hoping we get a good fan base. I mean, we always get good fan base, but like a lot of the students, we're back in school now.
Yeah.
I'm hoping a lot of the students show up and give us that student section support that our kids love. The band's always terrific.
Yeah.
They're always loud, and Mr. Wise got them going good, and then with all that, I think it'll be fun for these guys to play at their home base, and hopefully they put on a good show for everybody.
Rock, you seem to have the guys together playing very, very well this year. Congratulations on the big win against Columbiana, against the Clippers down there. It was a big win.
Thank you so much.
It was wonderful, and best luck against the Beavers Friday night.
Thank you.
Looking forward to it. It's been another edition of the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance Coaches Show right here on WOW TV. And it's another edition of the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance.
Effect Media and Spartan Nation present Conneaut Spartans Football on WOW TV, 1360 AM and WOW 102.9, and always free. Brought to you by your great Spartan sponsors. Conneaut Dairy Queen. Enjoy lunch, dinner, or a cool treat soon at your Conneaut DQ. Chris Breck State Farm Insurance. Here to help life go right. Conneaut Savings Bank. Come grow with us in Conneaut and Austinburg. University Hospital Conneaut Medical Center. Advancing the science of health and the art of compassion. Conneaut Save-A-Lot Food Store. Not lower quality, just the lowest prices every day. And Gertis Pharmacy, family owned for over 60 years on Main Street, Conneaut.
And we're back here at Joslin Field as your Conneaut Spartans with about 3:50 left to go before they start the second half. We got some scores around the league, and thank you for joining us again for the after the Chris Breck State Farm Insurance Coaches Show. And, of course, the halftime recap brought to you by Conneaut Save a Lot. And a little bit of scores around the league, definitely, because we got some exciting ones that we want to keep track of, and Steve's anxiously awaiting some key games as well. I'll start from the top. Sorry about that. There you are.
Okay.
And some key games that Steve wants to hear a little bit more.
That Riverside Chardon game.
Yep, I'll start from the top. Clarkson from Mississauga, California, against Menor, 21-21.
Whoa.
That's a good one. That of course, Menor's at home, so Clarkson came all the way.
Wow.
From there, but Madison losing to South. South is at home, 14-0. Riverside over Chardon at half, 14-7.
Close game, I figured. Yeah.
Yep, of course, for sure. That's the highlight game of the week for sure.
Yes, it is.
Definitely got to keep an eye on that one. Girard, Ohio. Actually beating Jefferson 7-6, but that game is at Jefferson. 7-6, low-scoring game. Sharon over Hickory, 14-7. Those are local rivals right there down in that region, Region 5 of Pennsylvania. 14-7, Sharon's leading Hickory. Farrell's leading Grove City, 14-7. Fort LaBeouf is all over Titusville, 28-7. We played Fort LaBeouf last year. They were definitely a formidable opponent.
I remember. Yes.
Slippery Rock, we played them as well. They're beating Greenville 17-0 at half. And a couple other ones I don't necessarily have. Oh, there we go. Another one, too. Edgewood over Orange from Pepper Pike, 26-0.
Really?
Yep, that's a big game, man, especially for Edgewood to be dominating like that.
That's a conference game, I think, too.
Yes, it is. Yep. Yeah, and Orange, I mean, they're down there. They play a lot of those big teams as well, like Girard and them.
Yeah.
But they're struggling tonight. And we know Edgewood's really good at home too, as we know from week one,
They are.
They're persevering. Cathedral Prep all over West Toronto, 44-0.
Prep's always good.
Here's another one, too, another key game because we play them next week. Rootstown against Pymatuning Valley, who we also play Pymatuning. 27-0, Rootstown.
No surprise there.
Yeah, so Rootstown is going to keep rolling, and they'll probably end up 4-0 coming into our house next week. So that's going to be a lot of intensity on that game. 3-1 versus 4-0.
Right.
I can't imagine the height of that game next week.
Yes.
Warren, Pennsylvania, against Girard Yellow Jackets from PA. 29-13, Warren's leading. Cleveland Guardians. This is baseball, MLB, against the Twins 0-0. They just started
Okay.
that game. We'll have a good update there probably.
Yeah, that's a big series.
Yeah, this is a big key series this weekend with the Twins to decide the AFC North, or not AFC North, the Central.
Right.
The AL Central. I don't know. I mixed up sports. Couple other oddball games as well.
Oddball games.
Oddball games going back to high school. Hawken from Gates Mills, Ohio, against Cardinal from Middlefield, 20-6. Hawken leads. North Olmsted against Buckeye. We played the Buckeye Bucks last year. North Olmsted leads 13-0. Meadville against Fairview. Meadville up 42-zip.
Wow.
I mean, Meadville just keeps rolling, and they're undefeated this year.
They're a tough ball club. Yeah, they're good.
And they stomped on this Corry team, which, they have their struggles, but they're not half bad. But they stomped this team week 1.
Yeah, they scored over 50.
North from Akron tied up with Southeast from Ravenna, 0-0. Garfield over LeBray, 14-0. And I think that might be all I got. Yeah, that's it.
Geneva playing?
Another one, too. Tomorrow, varsity game. Iroquois against Northwestern.
Okay.
PA teams. Tomorrow, that's 7 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay. Tomorrow night, yes.
Yep. It's tough going up those stairs, right?
Oh, sit.
Here,
Sit down.
Sit down, buddy.
Sit down. We got Billy up here, Billy Chickatelli.
Billy Chickatelli also helping us getting Steve his Diet Coke and popcorn.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one. Here's Geneva over Lakeside, 13-7.
Ooh, that's an interesting. Yeah, Lakeside's having a good year this year.
Yep. So with that, thank you for joining us for the scores around the league. Ben Jarvie and Steve Grant, 1360 WOW Sports, 102.9 FM, and WOW TV. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Kirtland Hornets over West Geauga Wolverines, 28-0.
That's a big one, yeah.
That's a big one. Thanks, Billy. Yeah, did you hear about the key games, too? You missed a couple of the updates we had as well.
Yeah. Remember the Riverside Chardon game we talked about, Bill? You're probably looking at it right
Riverside over Chardon.
He's got it.
Yeah, he's got it. 14-7. I told him to use that app, and he loves the app now. ScoreStream, yeah. So, thank you. As we're getting set, Rootstown over Pymatuning Valley, 27-0. I know, that's a key one, because next week we're playing Rootstown, and then we play Pymatuning Valley after that a couple weeks later. So
Billy's showing off now.
Yeah, he's showing off. He's trying to be our man with the score updates, but thank you, Billy.
Bum.
Yeah.
Billy does the camera work sometimes in football and does it often in basketball. He does a good job, right, Ben?
Yes, he does, for sure.
A very good helper, and he always goes to the concession stand for us.
Yep. And he's big. He's big for us, for sure. As we're about 15 seconds away from getting this game started again. And
I think Billy's got about 100 apps in his phone.
Yeah, and you can never have too many of those, you know.
Right, Bill? You got about 100 apps on your phone.
Thank you for joining us as well. Anyone either on the...
We'll see, but we'll find out what the coaches had to tell Corry to get back in this game. See if they adjusted. And there's the kickoff.
Yep, and here we're getting set as the kick returned by Allen. Corry is going to start with the ball at the 34-yard line. That's where Allen takes a return up to. Go ahead, sit down, Billy. You can take my chair. I stand up.
Yeah.
Maybe scoot back just a touch so I have a little bit of room, though. There you go. You're good.
You okay?
As your Conneaut Spartans is going to try to be... Oof.
Okay.
Going to try to be a little stout on defense, and this is going to be a handoff to Savitz, who's got
Nice
quite
run.
a bit of running room.
Got the first down.
And he's brought down, and he gets the first down on the first play of the second half, just like that. If it's that easy, Corry might be able to put it in the end zone real quick.
Well, let's hope not.
Yeah, let's hope not, for sure. Both teams definitely rested after that nice long half, but the clock will be running through the second half as the throw is going to be deep. But Max Gleason in on the play.
There's a flag.
Oh, man.
I think it's going to go against Conneaut.
Man, that's weird. I honestly thought Max Gleason had total control of that play from the get-go.
I think they're going to get him for pass interference.
Yeah, he might have pulled on the jersey. I have no idea, but
wait a minute.
Or offensive, I have no idea.
Oh, it's going against Corry.
Okay, so
I'd like to see that on a playback.
Yeah.
It's offensive interference.
Offensive,
Stand
yeah.
corrected. Yes. Wow. That's
it was offensive interference
30,
on Corry.
32.
And, yeah. So, interesting. You don't see that called often, but
no.
And it was the ball was thrown too far anyway, so I would have just declined it. But it'll be first down again. They'll repeat that down, but the ball's backed up to about the 33. So the run by the quarterback that goes for a few, but does not get back. That's Corry.
And number 62, Jaydon Anderson.
And they takes it up about the 36. So a 2-yard gain, but still well back behind where the line of scrimmage was marked at. So we're still second and long for Corry.
Third and long, yeah, 3rd and 24.
And he's going to get dragged down by a couple Spartans all over the place. Bryce Sperlin was in on it, as was Moses Schwartz.
And number 52, Moses Schwartz.
Yeah, got to about the line of scrimmage.
5-yard line.
Yeah, this is third down upcoming here, and they just it's
fourth down now, Ben.
Well, they still got it. They got it. Is it?
Yeah, it's 4th and 23.
I think we
According
got
to
it.
the
I
scoreboard.
think we got it wrong because we repeated the down with the pass interference.
That's right.
And this is a deep throw for
It's up
Corry.
for grabs. Oh, he almost got it.
He actually somehow still got it. That was Brutcher again who caught the big pass for the touchdown. That was a big one, Billy.
He separates very nicely, Brutcher.
Yeah, I mean he was defended by 2 guys, and still almost landed that deep ball.
I'm really surprised it wasn't picked off because that was just thrown up for grabs. But
yep.
And now it's 4th down.
Yep.
I was telling Ben that he was wrong, and I was wrong.
I was wrong. We were all wrong.
Well,
you know?
Billy was annoying me, so I messed up.
Yeah, it happens, you know.
Here comes the punt.
Here comes the kick by Harry.
Nice
Harry.
punt. Wow.
Yeah, another good kick to the right side again, and that's Heinley.
Yes.
Trying to come back, but he's
cut
still
back. Up on his feet.
Wow.
He's still up, and finally taken down at about the 16.
Yeah, and he's finally dragged down by, I think that's 52 for Corry.
Yes.
I'm 82.
I think Heinley ran about 25 yards and gained.
And we'll try to identify the player and wish him the best for Corry. There has not been injuries tonight. It's like the first game. I was going to knock on wood, but it's too late. But it was the first game we hadn't seen anyone having to be helped off the field.
Right, you never like to see that, never. But let's hope it's nothing serious. I didn't catch the number of the Corry player, but very quiet.
Yep, exactly.
In the stadium here.
Thank you, listeners, as well on WOW TV for YouTube and Facebook Live. We appreciate your support. And on your radio dial, you can always find us at 1360 AM and 102.9 FM. Ben Jarvie, Steve Grant, and Billy Ciccatelli.
Yes.
All hanging out as a good group. We got Megan Lebzelder back in the studio. and Matt Jarvie, who we want to wish on Monday a happy birthday.
Oh, right. I'll have to visit him
Yep.
at the station. Happy birthday.
Yeah,
early,
drop in
Matt.
Monday. Yeah, wish him the best. Honk if you drive past 229 Broad Street. You can find us there, of course. And
Matt turns 25.
yeah, he's 36 actually, but he yeah. But yeah, we wish him the best. Drop us a happy birthday on YouTube or Facebook.
Right.
Call into the station, honk if you go past our
Yes.
station there, and that's the quarterback
Yes,
for
Corry.
Corry. That's Carey being helped off, and he's definitely beat up after quite a game he's been playing.
He's walking off gingerly, but appears to be somewhat okay.
Yeah, it was hurt on the special teams too. I mean, that's bad
Yeah.
when that happens, you know.
Right.
You got a deep team though over there, but you probably can't replace someone as crucial as the quarterback.
That's for sure. He's very important.
And first down, Conneaut, ball's at the 18-yard line, and it's going to be a QB keeper by Heinley, who's in a quarterback, and intended for Ethan Osborne. Incomplete, though. Good movement by Caden Heinley to break out of the pocket and throw while moving left, but incomplete. Second down.
Not the best pass, but I don't think it.
And this is going to be another keeper for Heinley. Coming up the near sideline, he's got a little bit of room.
Whoa.
Dragged down by Savitz, the running back for Corry.
And another injury.
Oh, no, and he's down. Now Savitz, who's probably behind Carey,
Yes.
is the probably one of the other key players for Corry. He's now down after that hit. Hopefully he's just a little shaken up, and that's it. Corry definitely, the one thing, they just keep fighting for every single stop that they can make, and it's definitely tough for them to try to play through 4 quarters against a good Conneaut team like this. So
Yes, it is.
they were definitely outpowered in a lot of ways tonight. But
Yeah, we're at 6:37 to go in the third period. Conneaut still on top, 38-6 over Corry. We have an injury on the field. Corry player.
And speaking of injuries, we want to acknowledge something, too, that we know a little bit about from playing Girard in the past. Here's a quick shout-out to the family of Grady Bonnet. You can look for Grady and his family and support them on Caring Bridge. Find their website as well. And they need definitely as much support as they can get. We wish Grady and his family the best of luck in the recovery, and definitely send our best wishes.
Absolutely.
Conneaut coming out with a great run by Caden Heinley on the first down play. And the injury timeout is wrapped up. Savitz does get off the field slowly but surely.
Yes.
And first down, Heinley hands off to Zach Rice. The Rice man cometh. He's bulldozing his way up towards midfield.
Yeah. Yeah, close to midfield, about the 48.
And it's close to a first down, but it's about a yard short. We'll see what they go with here. Second and a few inches to go. And it's Caden Heinley's going to keep this one near sideline. He's got the first down and then some.
Oh.
Dragged out.
Nice
About
run.
About the 30-yard line.
Yeah, knocked out of bounds. knocked out of bounds, not knocked out. Yeah, at about the 32.
Yep.
36, excuse me.
And that's a Conneaut Spartans first down, brought to you by Chris Breck State Farm. Ask about bundling your insurance coverage and saving. Call 593-1191. Chris Breck State Farm, here to help life go right.
Here goes Wyatt Payne, looking for some room. He's got a little bit.
Yep.
He's still up on his feet,
Wow.
A nice run. He gets about 5.
Wyatt Payne, man.
I think he got the first down.
So you would say Wyatt Payne's not the pound-for-pound toughest player on the team, because I would say he's up there.
Oh, yes.
If not the toughest. I mean, defensively, too. He just...
Oh, definitely. But it was a toss-up between him and Max.
He almost, the one thing I
gave
love
it to
about
Max.
Wyatt Payne is that he is almost unaware of how small he is. Like, he just, you know what I mean? He just
Yes.
goes full speed into
Yep.
bigger linemen. He goes full speed into tackling the running back.
He's a tough kid. He's quick. He's fast. I like his game.
Yeah, exactly. And this is a QB keeper by Heinley.
And he'll lose some yardage. And somebody is down from the Spartans.
It's Heinley, who just ran the ball.
Yes,
He's
it
grabbing
is.
a knee. Caden Heinley, who's just been running this series, this whole drive at quarterback. He's down with looks like he's clutching his knee. Didn't look like it was too bad, but definitely was a hard collision up the middle.
Gee, we were injury-free for the first half, and now it just
Yeah.
seems like every other play we're getting some people hurt.
Just this drive alone, we've had two for Corry on their
Right.
two key players, and then Caden Heinley, who's been our quarterback this half, is now down, unfortunately. Want to mention you as well, and of course thank Dairy Queen for sponsoring our Player of the Game, and of course after the fourth quarter we will announce our Dairy Queen Player of the Game. And remember, of course, the fall blizzard this month is pumpkin pie and also cinnamon roll. I might honestly get one on the way home, even though I'm trying to eat healthy, but sometimes you can't help yourself, you know. Enjoy one of Dairy Queen's great signature stack burgers. And, of course, their convenient drive-thrus open. And their dining room as well, so you can drop in either way.
Yeah, he's still on the field. Heinley. We're not sure what's happening. They're trying to get him up. And
Oof.
it's his left leg.
Yeah, the left leg, he's just not bearing weight on it at all, which,
No.
you know, I hate to see that usually. I mean, if it's smart definitely to keep weight off of it, but if he can't put weight on it at all, then that's always a little concerning.
Let's hope that it's nothing too
He's
serious.
walking on it a bit,
A
but
little bit.
I just hope it's nothing, you know, damaging for his knee. So
Right.
wish
Yeah,
him the best.
Yeah, he's going to sit down.
And I think Max will check back in at quarterback now after that. The Caden Heinley series ends, unfortunately, with him being helped off. I really liked what I was seeing out of Caden, too, really, a quarterback
Yes.
there. It was,
Yeah, very solid.
Yeah, a lot of it was really executed well, and he was passing the ball well. And it's Max Gleason who's going to
There
keep
goes
the
Max.
ball taken off with a bunch of speed. And he's up to the 15 with a first down.
That little guy is so tough
Yeah.
and quick.
Yep, he moves so well. I mean, like I said, he just has great bursts of speed. And you just don't really see him taking off either, just because he's so small, but he has such an acceleration to him.
Right, he's a nice young man. I enjoy talking to him.
Yep.
He and Wyatt before the game. It's just nice kids.
Great character, too, right?
Yeah,
I mean, he's just
nice young men.
Yep. And the handoff to Zach Rice.
There goes Zach.
Zach's
Tripped up.
stumbles. Yep.
Tripped up a little bit. Gets to about the 6.
He almost had it all the way in, but just Nickerson just
Right.
tripped him up a bit. But he's inside the 10. It'll be second and goal. Ball's marked at the 8, we'll call it. And Max hands off to Zach Rice. Zach
Oh.
Rice, he's in for the score.
He makes it too easy.
Yep, Zach Rice, he's
Number
in.
4 for him, isn't it?
Yep. And that was the golden sombrero, as we call it.
Yeah, there you go.
For Zach Rice. He's got his fourth again. Second week in a row he's got it as well, too.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so what a great player.
Yeah, he's had a great career.
Yeah. Yeah.
Billy's acting up here. Our friend Billy
got-
Ciccatelli up here with us.
I got to sit down, Billy.
Billy, get up.
Thanks for holding my seat for me, though. Thank you.
Having
And
fun up here.
44-6, Billy. Question is, will this kick come off clean or not?
I
Will
hope
the
so.
blocking be key up
I
front?
hope so.
And by Huya, no. Again, but there's flags thrown. I'm going to say offsides, but it's anyone's guess at this point. A bunch of guys got in for Corry on that play.
Another injury. Corry.
A Corry player again down.
Yes.
I think it's 53 for Corry.
I don't know what the penalty was. Did you catch a signal?
I didn't get any of it. No. And Conneaut Spartans trying to help him up as well too. They're trying to be helpful. Yep.
That's
53 for.
He's running off the field. So
He's all right. Yep.
That's good sportsmanship.
And they're all getting off the field, so I'm not sure what the flag was, but it's.
It must have been against Conneaut. So
Yeah, it was against Conneaut, and they're not going to repeat the kick at all. 44-6. Conneaut now takes quite a commanding lead with 2:40 left in the third.
Boy, this quarter has gone by fast.
Thank you for joining us as well for the Conneaut Save-A-Lot halftime recap as well. And, of course, not lower quality, just the lowest prices like T-bone steaks all this weekend, $3.99 a pound. Boneless pork chops, $2.49 a pound. Fresh chicken wings, $2.49 a pound. Boneless Delmonico steaks, $5.99 a pound. Conneaut Save-A-Lot in the plaza, not lower quality, just the lowest prices. And Conneaut's going to try to get this one away without having to worry too much about. I just mute you so that when you put it down, that's all.
Okay.
And on the return,
Still trying to tackle him.
yep.
Yeah, the penalty was assessed on the kickoff, so they kicked off at the 35.
5, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was a short kick. I think they were trying to get downfield and get the ball, but giving Corry good field position at the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take it. Hey, Billy, where's my Diet Coke? Where is it? Did you put it over there? Where is it? Do you have it?
Billy.
Oh, my God, Billy.
Billy made me pay for it.
Yeah.
He said he was going to pay for my, but he didn't.
And the reverse to Brutcher on
Oh.
first down for Corry. That
Nice
goes
one,
for,
still going.
15, 20 yards. He's got a full burst of speed.
Tackled by number 18, Jaydon Anderson.
And that's a Corry Beaver first down.
Making a little run here. With less, 113 left. That's an interesting timeout.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, Conneaut Spartans takes a timeout. Big gain by Brutcher on that reverse. And it's first down at the Conneaut Spartans 38-yard line now. It's anyone's guess, I guess, what Corry will try to do. But with Carey in a quarterback, I suppose they could try to, as long as he's feeling 100% out there, they could try to definitely throw those deep bombs across the middle to Brutcher like they connected already and see what turns out of that. But it already worked out in the first half, so nothing else to lose, really. So you might as well try to go deep man-to-man, one-on-one maybe draw some contact. And with the play line up the way it is, it looks like they could go that route. They got 2 wide left and 1 wide right. And the handoff, it goes straight to Savitz, who hands off to number 8 for Corry. That's Lesher. Christine with the stop. Darren Christine's had himself a very active game as well, as with all these other Conneaut Spartans as well. Just, yep, a lot of these guys getting involved.
Yeah, a lot of substitutes in now.
Yep. Billy, we're going to go to you for Dairy Queen Player of the Game nominees, okay? Thanks. You're going to give us a good recommendation, right? Will Allen on the screen pass to the far sideline, and that's I almost say Conneaut again. That's a Corry Beaver first down. Yeah. They're starting to have some succession and efficiency.
Yeah.
Get a little bit more effective.
They're on the 25. They'll run out the clock. 1st and 10.
Yeah, just a few seconds left in the third, so I think this will wrap that quarter up. And, yeah, they'll just let this one go straight to the fourth quarter. And that will be the end of it right there. It is 44-6. Conneaut still leading, but Corry is driving to start the fourth quarter. We'll be right back with this brief timeout on 1360 WOW 102.9 FM and WOW TV. Good job, buddy.
Fourth quarter underway. Corry at the Conneaut 25-yard line. First down.
And coming out and starting the fourth quarter, Savitz has a great run going left to right now on your radio dial as we switch directions. Now the wind's at their back, and Savitz takes off running with the wind. And he gets quite a pickup, and it's 1st and goal now at the 10-yard line. Savitz pretty much trying to run this offense.
Well, that's for sure.
Now from the running back position, it's kind of like a wildcat. And the handoff, that's the number 8. That is Lesher. He's in for the score.
He's had one heck of a game. That
Lesher's had quite a bit, and now Savitz is pretty much the running back / quarterback.
Right.
With Carey not being out there now because of injury. So.
Yeah, we haven't had any report of what happened to him, but not able to play, unfortunately, for Corry.
Nice bands, too.
They're going to go for the 2.
Sweet. Yeah.
Oh, bad snap again.
Bad snap, but they're going to call it dead, though. And it's a false start on Corry, so they'll back him up and retry, though. So it might be a fortunate break, if anything, because that did not look like it was going anywhere.
No.
You know?
Yeah, that's kind of like a break for him. They're still going for the 2.
They're going for 2. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure how their kicking game has been yet, but they haven't converted yet. So this, if they do get the 2, then it'll bring them to a nice even 14.
Yeah.
And Savitz is going to keep this one. He's going left, and he's going to throw it, but he's picked off by Wyatt Payne.
Nice job, Wyatt.
Right at the goal line. Read Savitz's eyes perfectly, and that'll stop him to 44-12 early in the fourth quarter. Wyatt Payne being the tough guy out there, really dominating. Yes, Billy? What? The YouTube show. Right now, this is YouTube. Oh, that's a little ways away. Why you want to be on? You do? Okay. Pretty soon, buddy.
Billy's asking about YouTube.
Billy wants to be a internet star,
Oh,
which
yeah.
don't we all, you know?
Well, that's for sure.
Pretty soon, buddy, we're gonna we'll have a nice thing going on. I hope eventually, but we'll save that for another time. This isn't for 1360 WOW audience, but that brings it to 44-12 early in the fourth quarter. Savitz looked pretty good in a quarterback for Corry, but it's also anyone's guess how they're going to try to get back in the game without really having much of a passing game right now.
Yeah, that's tough because Corry he could hum that ball.
Yes, he could.
And they'll miss that in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it's also, too, it's anyone's guess if it'll last long term or not for them, too. They want to regain their form and play next week as well.
Right.
So.
Boy, he even kicks, too.
Yeah, Savitz is kicking because Corry was their kicker.
Right.
So it's just all responsibilities have transferred over to Savitz. And it's a nice, good kick.
Not bad.
Not a bad kick. Picked up at the 20-yard line by Max Gleason, and he shakes one tackle. And he's out to about the 35.
Oh, there's a flag. Oh, that referee threw that flag about 50 feet up in the air. He's calling against the Conneaut sideline, I think.
Yeah, well, the player for Corry was in there, too. I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's against Conneaut.
It is against Conneaut.
Wow. I have never seen a referee throw a flag that high in the air.
Yep. And
he looked mad.
Yeah, he did. It was definitely it's gonna be against Conneaut. I think it was unsportsmanlike conduct because the player that returned it made the tackle, number 12, it was on the sideline. That was Noah Fisher. I think one or two players on our sideline said something, and it's definitely going against Conneaut.
Yes.
They will still have the ball, but they're going all the way back from the 35 to the 23, 22.
I don't know what they could have possibly said.
Got to watch out for him. He's a loose cannon. Okay.
To get that penalty, but we'll find out later. Anyways.
Yep. And but still, Conneaut has the ball, and Bryce Spurlin in the quarterback.
Yes.
Hands the ball off to, I think, Wyatt Payne. Nowhere, though. Went nowhere fast, unfortunately. Not a lot of blocking up front.
We're a little bit late on that. The Corry sideline helper just went out and got the tee.
Oh, that was Ty Colville, the runner. We haven't seen Ty Colville, I think, with a carry all year.
That's true.
Yeah, who's listed as a running back, but hasn't been carrying it a whole lot. And
carries it again. Yeah.
Ty Colville again doesn't get much again, maybe a yard that one. Noah Fisher, the stop, who made the stop on the return. So I'll bring it up 3rd and 9 upcoming for Conneaut with 9 minutes left to go in this game.
Yeah, 44-12. Spartans with a big lead over the Corry Beavers. Nice to see on opening night in this stadium. It's real quiet.
And yep, and the keeper, Bryce Spurlin's going to keep this one. He's running towards us on this sideline, and he's just
nice
crashing
run.
down. He went all in on that run. Bryce Spurlin and a bunch of guys in on that one for Corry, but
yeah,
it was a first down, Conneaut Spartans. Wow, big time run by Bryce.
Very nice run. Fought up several tacklers, kept on his feet, and gained, 5, 7, 8 yards?
Yep.
Got the first down.
Yep, that first down brought to you by University Hospital Conneaut Medical Center. We're back and glad to be in the University Hospital Conneaut Medical Center broadcast booth again, and we will be for 3 straight weeks. And they're celebrating 100 years of advancing the science of health and the art of compassion. And this is a QB keeper for Bryce. He's trying to shake the the guy's closing in on him. Finally was dragged down, I think, by Nicholson for Corry and a couple others.
Right.
And no gain.
Loss of a couple yards there, and there is another Corry Beaver on the ground.
Oh man, that is a tough day for Corry. I mean, we're still very worried about Caden Heinley, who's still sitting over here on our sideline bench, and players checking in on him. But I think there's been 4 different injuries for. There's been 4 different injuries for Corry tonight, and it's been devastating for them. I think just to get through this game, and they. At this point, with 7:27 left to go in a 44-12 game, they just want to get through this one and go home.
Yeah.
And
That's pretty much it. They're getting injury after injury. It's too bad.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is just bad luck at this point. Wait, Billy, we want your first, before you leave, what's your nominee for Dairy Queen Player of the Game? Who's the player of the game for Conneaut tonight? Steve Grant?
Points to me.
I agree. Well, we're going to give it to Billy Ciccatelli instead, and then you're going to come up for a live interview, okay? Yeah.
Oh, boy.
But
we try to get Billy in the interview, and he won't talk.
Okay. I just wanted your input, Billy, but huh? I agree. Max is good. We gave it to Max before too, but I like Max, of course, always. And pound for pound, the toughest player on the team.
Yes.
And Bryce Sperlin in a quarterback. He completes it to number 12 for Conneaut. Who is number 12?
Number 12, Eric Dobrin.
Dobrin, yeah.
Tackled by number 8.
Oh, that's yeah.
Coach.
He's a freshman.
Rocco's kid.
I met him last weekend.
Yeah.
Nice kid. Yeah, he's a freshman. Plays on JVs, and he's getting some varsity time.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. Bye,
We
Billy.
will. I'll text you too.
Okay,
Thanks.
get out of here. Get
Thanks
out
for
of
your
here.
help. Yeah.
Okay. We'll see you.
And the handoff, Bryce Sperlin is going to hand it off to Ty Coville. That one goes nowhere again, unfortunately, but maybe a yard. Dragged down by number 6 and 67. That was O'Brien, and for Corry, Rylan Smith.
Mm-hmm.
First down at the 50-yard line. Moving the chains again. Bryce Sperlin's trying to really close this game out for his team, and playing really poised in there, I would say,
Yeah,
Steve, for quarterback.
Yeah, as are the backups doing a fine job.
And wow, a nice pass, but just a little high, intended for number 11 for Conneaut. That is Noah Ham, I believe.
No ham, yeah.
I'll bring up second down. Noah Ham, just like his brother, tall and lean, plays on the basketball team.
Right.
And good wide out, just built for it,
Yeah, he really is.
And Larry went out for the team this year, too, as a senior, and that's impressive all in itself.
Yes.
A couple seniors as well, as we know.
Yeah, they're good athletes.
Aiden Davison, who was a soccer player, is a senior. And this is a QB keeper. Oh, and the ball comes out.
I think it went out of bounds.
I think it went out.
Fortunately.
Yeah, we think it did, but Bryce Sperlin fumbled it, unfortunately, at about the 45. And that's where they're going to mark it dead, but it did go out.
Oh.
That could have been bad, but...
Number 67 for Corry running. What's his name?
That's O'Brien.
O'Brien is running off the field.
Yeah, he's running off calling for somebody. I'm not sure what's...
he hurt his chest or...
Michael O'Brien, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're suffering a lot of injuries.
They're gonna. This is week 3 for them, and they're gonna come up devastated after this one for sure. And the whistle is called, and the play is blown dead. I think false start against Conneaut. You got your backup lineman in there too as well. So one of them jumped a little bit too jumpy, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Backing them up to the midfield.
Naturally, their timing's going to be a little off.
Yep. 3:45 left in the game. 44-12 still. Conneaut with a nice game going for them. And this one's thrown by, wow, there's a new guy in for quarterback. It's number 15 for Conneaut.
Who is that? I can't read.
That is Colby Siltner,
Oh, okay.
who's a freshman.
Oh,
He threw that one intended for number 16,
not a bad arm.
which
Little-
is Shane Haywood,
Yeah,
or Sean
little-
Haywood, sorry.
Little overthrown, but 4th and 10.
4th and 10 upcoming, and they're calling for it, and it's going to be a boot
Oh, he
by
gets it off. Nice.
Haywood,
Yeah.
and it's a nice, good kick. And it's down by Thad Huya, back down midfield, or down the 15-yard line. So great kick by Haywood, and that's where Corry will take over, as I think they just want to just get through the game as well.
Boy, that's for sure. You got a feel for them.
Yep.
They've had so many injuries in the last quarter here.
And, yep, 1st and 10 at the 15 for the Beavers. That's where their guys will have to come out there and put together at least one last drive, if not maybe a second one. We'll see.
Yeah. Less than 3 minutes left in the game.
And you got new guys in for Corry as well. JV squad as well.
I might as well play everybody now.
Yep. And that's a handoff to number 33. Dragged down. He gets a gain of 5 yards. That's number 33. That's Frankie Barr. Sophomore running back, 5'7", 180. Built kind of short and stout for
Right.
Corry.
Hit by number 12.
Yeah,
Who's number 12? I don't have my glasses. I'm sorry, folks.
that is
Okay.
okay. That was, we've already called the name. That's Carrick Dobrin. That's, yeah.
Oh, that's the coach's,
Dobrin, yeah.
the coach's kid.
Yep.
He's playing well for a freshie.
Yep, for sure. He's definitely in on a lot of things tonight already in a short amount of time. And 2nd and 4, and that's a handoff again to Stiltner.
Whoa.
And he gets a big-time first down and then some.
He sure does. About 20 yards.
I'm sorry, Frankie Barr, I'm sorry. Stiltner's on our side. Frankie Barr, the runner for Corry, and a big-time pickup of about 15 yards.
Or more, yeah.
Or maybe 20. And the ball will be marked at the 38.
First down.
First down, fresh set of downs for Corry. And that's going to be a throw and incomplete pass. Number 36 is in now for quarterback for Corry. That is Marcus Meredith, who's a freshman quarterback, 5'5", 130.
Okay.
Never seen a quarterback quite that small, and we've seen some small ones, but
Lefty.
he's a lefty freshman quarterback for Corry. And that's the thing. They got to get a lot of these freshmen playing time because they're going to
That's right.
be involved early. And he slips. Unfortunately, that's Meredith, slips on the snap. And he's dragged down, I believe, by number 23 for Conneaut. Alec Flack, a freshman as well, linebacker. And the ball's at the 34 now. It backed him up quite a few. That was about a 5-yard loss or a sack.
About 15 seconds left in the game.
15 seconds left, yep. And handoff to Frankie Barr. And Barr's cutting up midfield, and Barr's moving the ball really well on 3 carries. And that's going to be his last one of the night and the last play as the game is over. The Corry Beavers fall to our Conneaut Spartans in Conneaut. 44-12 is the final. There's a ton of great things to call tonight, but overall it was a great game for Conneaut, and Corry played as well, really well. We feel poorly about all the injuries that they've had tonight. I can only say, Steve, how devastating it must be to leave tonight without your starting quarterback for sure, Corry. But and you've got to take care of the rest of the guys too. We have no idea, but we know Corry never came back out to finish the fourth quarter for obvious reasons. Probably the game was out of hand. But unfortunately, it didn't go Corry's way. Conneaut had a great game tonight overall. A ton of production on offense. They had 7 touchdowns as well. They had 4 from Zach Rice, 1 from Caden Heinley, 1 from Max Gleason, 1 from Wyatt Payne. So everyone really got involved tonight. And I forget who the last one was.
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah, on that one.
There was so much scoring, we just lost track.
Yeah, there was.
But it was a great game. They played very well offensively and defensively from start to finish. A very consistent play. Good play calling by Coach Dobrin. Tough, aggressive play by the offense and defense. And it's fun to have a game like this on opening night here in Jocelyn Field and come out with a victory. And they're 3-1 now with a tough game ahead a week from today right here against Rootstown.
Exactly. Rootstown definitely won tonight. I'm going to do some quick updates on scores around the league. But our Dairy Queen player of the game tonight, as we always give honors to, we didn't really vote on it too much. I think there's one player we haven't given it to, and I think I'm thinking of tonight. I would say between 2, and I'll let you pick. I'd say that we haven't given it to Caden Heinley, who was injured but played really well at quarterback.
Yes.
Or Ty Colville. I'd say either one would do. Ty Colville had a great game tonight. He had a great game last week with 16 tackles. So either one, I could say we could give it to both of them. Might as well, right?
Yeah, obviously we could give it to Max Gleason or Zach Rice, but we give it to him every week.
Yeah, or Wyatt Payne played well.
I'd go for Heinley. I think he played an overall good game.
Well,
unfortunately, he's hurt, and I hope it's not real serious. Yeah. But I thought he did well tonight.
Yeah, he tweaked his knee, and we're not sure how bad it was. Yeah. But we'll give it to Heinley for Offensive Player of the Game. Caden Heinley played really well at quarterback in the second half, and then unfortunately was leading. He was leading our team to a touchdown easily, and was running the ball really well. And then tweaked his knee, and he left the game and never came back.
Right.
He will be our offensive Dairy Queen player of the game, and our defensive DQ player of the game. We'll give it to Ty Colville, who was pretty much a thorn in everyone's side on defense, and really, shut Corry out. 12 points tonight. They're only averaging 14 points a game. We're only letting up 14 points every game, and I think Ty Colville is one of the heartbeats of this Conneaut Spartans defense for sure.
I agree. Well said. I think. Everything that I thought about Ty, you just mentioned. So, yeah, he gets the defensive player of the game.
Yep, and we'll give it to those guys. And there's your Conneaut Spartans there on WOW TV. And some scores around the league as well, as I'll try to get some updates as well. One thing we want to obviously harp on, too, is Rootstown, good team. We're going to update on that as best we can, because next week that's going to be a tough uphill battle. Rootstown goes to 4-0. On the year, and Conneaut Spartans moved to 3-1. So we're still fighting ahead of a couple of these players and teams that we're neck and neck with. So it's anyone's guess. But 2 more games upcoming for Conneaut Spartans as well. We have Rootstown this next coming week, and then after that we have Cleveland Central Catholic at home as well. So. Okay, Clarkson over top of Menor Cardinals, 35-21.
Really?
So Clarkson's pulling away with the game in the fourth quarter, but not over yet. South Rebels over Madison tonight, 29-8. The Girard Indians of Ohio over the Jefferson Falcons, 21-6. The Farrell Steelers over the Grove City Eagles, 33-7. Nothing on Sharon. 14-7 was at half, and I have no updates there. Fort LaBeouf was all over Titusville tonight, 42-14.
Do you have a Riverside Chardon game?
Yep, hang on. Yep,
okay.
Getting there.
I'm waiting.
Slippery Rock Rockets. The suspense is killing Steve. Yeah, the Rockets over the Trojans from Greenville, 24-7. Edgewood, no final yet, but 42-15. Edgewood over Orange.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, that's something, isn't it?
Edgewood's offense.
Yeah, they definitely dominated. Here we go. Riverside over Chardon, 21-7.
That's a final.
That is not officially the final, but it is late in the fourth, so I would say it's close to the final.
Okay, wow.
But Riverside over Chardon, yep.
Yeah, they have a good ball club this year.
Warren, PA over Girard, 50-20.
Wow.
So, Rootstown over PV, 48-6. So that's concerning, you know. I mean, private tuning, you know, too. We're playing them, and we definitely are a little worried about them as well. That game is at home, so we right. I think that one's at home. No, I'm sorry, that one's at PV.
Right.
Sorry. Perry over Chagrin Falls, 43-0. Geneva over Lakeside, 20-13 final.
Wow. That was a good game. Wow, yeah.
Cathedral Prep Ramblers over West Toronto Prep, 58-6 final. Southeast all over the North Vikings, 43-0. And Hawken beat Cardinal Huskies, 34-20. North Olmsted with a nail-biter against Buckeye Bucks, 27-21. Meadville stomped Fairview tonight, 48-0. And Garfield from Garrettsville beat up on LeBray, 34-0. And I think that's all the scores I got tonight.
Okay.
And Iroquois against Northwestern, of course, tomorrow night at 7. Check that one out.
Okay.
And Steve and I will be back here at Joslin Field, the UH Conneaut Medical Center broadcast booth, again next week, 6:45 kickoff, or 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff against Rootstown. That will be one of the most exciting games of the week for sure, I would bet on.
Yeah.
And from everyone here, Steve Grant and Ben Jarvie, 1360 WOW, 102.9 FM, and WOW TV. Final score 44-12, Conneaut over top of the Corry Beavers. So long, everyone. Have a good night and drive safe.